everything else set up, so I am good to go.
You're a TikToker.
I am.
Have you seen the whole delinquent licks thing?
I do not believe so, because I don't know what that is.
Willow was telling me about it. Apparently it's a new TikTok trend where kids like steal shit from school and then post non-incriminating versions of them like proving that they stole it. So that's cool.
One of those things. Man.
Super great.
Fucking, what is it called? Not the prison. The place they go before prison. Juvie? Juvie's gonna get cramped.
Yeah, rip. Anyway, what's the timing here? Are we ready to go?
I am on my starting soon screen. I found some fancy coffee house jazz. I feel like that was the best merit. Like, how memey do we want to get this? Do we want to just go ahead and just gender bend everything, or like I don't know how many like key characters there are. Like, obviously there's Barry and Vanessa, but I don't remember enough of the movie to know what other key characters there are.
And neither do I.
Like, to not have like a whole like 15-minute section of us just talking to each other, or talking to ourselves rather. I feel like I'll get shit on if I don't choose Barry, so I'm gonna go ahead and do Barry. Which would in default make you Vanessa.
Right, and I'm kind of super okay with that. So like, let's not worry about gender bending the entire roster.
Okay.
Because some of the names are a little bit nebulous, and you know, we don't want to like think that we're on point with this shit and then like miss a few.
That's fair.
So we could just go with like flipping the script on the main male and female leads.
Okay.
And then just like take the rest as they come.
Okay.
And we could just like alt, you know. So
yeah,
like if you come off the break as Barry, then I'll do Mom Janet Benson.
Okay.
You know, you'll do Barry, I'll do Adam Flayman for that line, because you just talking to yourself back and forth. Like, I think that we should care more about the rhythm of things rather than who should be talking.
Okay. So you'll Okay, I got you.
So yeah, sometimes you'll be Adam Flayman and sometimes I'll be Adam.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. Hello, B-Movie and Destiny 2 time. I mean, if that's your choice, man. Alright, let me just... We're gonna hop over here.
Yeah.
Hello.
Let me know if we're live.
We are live. We are
hello,
here.
Hello.
It is, it's B-Movie script time. And, I am joined by Horatius the Dwarf.
Hello. Welcome. Thanks for having me.
Will be my co-reader in this. Unfortunately, Kibo had some stuff that popped up, so he will not be joining for second stream. But there will be a moment. We'll get him in the Shrek one. Whenever Kanga does this, the Shrek script, we'll make sure Kibo's there, and Kibo's gonna be Donkey.
Oh, damn it. Like, he's perfect for it. But damn it. And then after that goes well, he has to obviously do Shrek the musical.
I forgot there was a musical.
Yeah, it's not great.
Oh, man. We'll figure it out. Let's see here. I'm doing B-Movie. Kanga's doing Shrek. We'll have to have like some sort of like collab with what's the next memeiest movie after B and Shrek?
The Room.
Right. I'll have to bring that up into the group message.
Then, what is Wish Upon? That one's also fucking abysmal.
Alrighty, well, I'm ready to go ahead and hop into this to see how long this is gonna take.
Yeah, I mean, like some of my professional research on the matter points to anywhere from as quickly, depending upon how brisk we are, at 43 minutes to as long as an hour and a half. But this is a marathon, not a sprint.
The
So.
Mega Mind script.
Oh my goodness! Please and thank you.
Oh.
Oh my god! I pee my pants. And then we have Aliens versus Monsters. That'd be another good one. But yeah, okay. So do you want to like just shoot the shit for a couple of minutes, or do you just want to like not fuck around? Let's do this.
I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of time in between that we're gonna catch ourselves going off script. So
No, that's super valid. Real quick though, before we get to business,
yes,
I have to compliment on your outfit. It is adorable.
Oh, thank you.
You look very handsome.
Thank you. Kitten did this for me. It's custom made.
Oh
It's
shit!
the only one. It's mine. Uploaded nowhere. It's mine.
I gotta get off my ass and fucking get some more outfits because I've just got the one tried and true.
ᴄᴇᴅɪᴛs does clothing, right?
Yes, she does.
I've actually been tempted to get in contact with her to do a couple of things since I know Kitten's been booked lately.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm convinced. Like any VRIOD work that I need done that I can't do on my own time, ᴄᴇᴅɪᴛs.
Yeah. And she's amazing to work with.
Mm-hmm.
And just such a sweetheart. My goodness. Okay, so let me hold on. I got a bunch of green tea to keep my throat nice and lozenged and prepared, but since we're with the boys, we should have a cold one.
I have a Sprite, so that's gonna keep me going for a little bit, and we'll see.
I don't drink beer. This is a LaCroix.
I couldn't do LaCroix. I tasted it and I was just like, not me. Not for me.
I respect that, and if I didn't buy these from like Aldi for like mega cheap, I probably wouldn't drink them either. But they're really, really cheap, and they make me don't drink soda, so you know that's good.
That is very fair.
All right, enough talk.
I will lend the narrator to the mountain home.
All right, let's couple deep breaths, get the blood nice and oxygenated. I don't know what vocal exercises you do before you start streaming, but I have like a whole routine.
Mine's mainly screaming at my dogs.
Okay. All right, hold on to your butts, Chad. It's about to get weird. According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way that a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small, and its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyway because because bees don't care what humans think is impossible. Cut to Barry's room, where he's picking out what to wear.
Yellow, black. Yellow, black. Yellow, black. Yellow, black. Oh, black and yellow. Yeah, let's shake things up a bit.
Barry! Breakfast is ready!
Coming! Oh, hang on a second. Hello?
Barry,
Adam?
can you believe this is happening?
I can't believe it. I'll pick you up. Hangs up. Looking sharp.
I'm not gonna stick to the Jersey mom accent. I went for it, and I don't think I can keep it up, and I don't want to. Barry, why don't you use the stairs? Your father paid good money for those.
Sorry, I'm excited.
Here's the graduate. We're very proud of you, son. And a perfect report card. All B's. Very proud.
Ma, I got a thing going on here.
You got some lint in your fuzz.
Ow, that's me.
Wave to us. We'll be in row 118,000.
Bye.
Barry, I told you, stop flying in the house. Barry drives it. Oh, you got it?
Barry drives his car to pick up his classmate, Adam, outside of his house, reading the Hive Today newspaper. The front page headline reads, Frisbee hits Hive. Internet down, B, I heard a sound. Then whammo. Hey, Adam.
Hey, Barry. Is that fuzz gel?
A little. Special day. Finally graduating.
Never thought I'd make it.
Yeah. 3 days grade school, 3 days high school.
Those were so awkward.
3 days college, Glad I took that one day off in the middle just to hitchhike around the hive.
You did come back different. A bee calls out as they drive past. Hi, Barry!
Hey, Artie! Growing a mustache? Looks good.
Hey, did you hear about Frankie?
Yeah.
You going to his funeral?
Nah, I'm not going to his funeral. Everyone knows you sting someone, you die. You don't waste it on a squirrel. Such a hothead.
Yeah, I guess he could have just gotten out of the way. They make various noises as the car goes up and down some hills and does a loop on the road.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Ooh!
I love this incorporating an amusement park right on our regular day.
Guess that's why they say we don't need a vacation. They arrive, fly in, and take their seats. Boy, quite a hump under the circumstances.
Boo! Sorry, that's terrible. Still you.
Oh, well, Adam, hey, we are men.
We are.
Be men.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Students, faculty, distinguished bees, please welcome Dean Buswell. Dean Buswell walks onto the stage and taps the microphone.
All right. Let's see what we've got.
Thank you, Chaho,
This
for the
notification
resub.
keeps popping up, so hopefully this'll stop it.
Yeah, they're aggressive with the notifications. Sometimes I close them out.
Mhm.
Thank you. Welcome, new Hive City graduating class of 915. And that concludes our graduation ceremonies. And that begins your career at Hexon Industries. Are we gonna pick our jobs today?
I heard it's just orientation.
Huh. Whoa. Heads up, here we go.
The stands for Winger University the students are sitting in begin converting into tram seating. Keep your hands and antenna inside the tram at all times. Flies down to go in the tram as it starts moving and repeats in Spanish. Mantenga sus manos y antenas dentro del travien en todo momento. I fucked that up horrifically. I'm so sorry to the Spanish people.
I don't like fucking jazz. Who ironically likes jazz? There's a few ones out there. There's a few.
I'm more of a
very
blues guy.
few.
More of a blues guy myself.
There's maybe 8 total. It's okay. Wonder what it's gonna be like.
A little scary. He and Barry mimic shivering and make scared noises.
Welcome to the Honex, a division of Hunsko and a part of the Hexagon group. That's it. That is it.
Wow! We know that you, as a bee, have worked your whole life to get to the point where you can work for your whole life. Honey begins and our vigilant pollen jocks bring the nectar to our hive. Our top secret formula is automatically color corrected, scent adjusted, and bubble contoured to its soothing sweet syrup and its distinctive golden glow that you know as honey! The tour guide guides a beaker of honey as they drive by and tosses it to the group, which bounces as it goes towards the back. That girl was hot.
This is exactly what you don't want it to be, Trash Rat. She's my cousin.
She is?
Yes, we're all cousins.
Oh, right. You're right.
At Honex, we constantly strive to improve every aspect of the bee existence. These bees are stress testing a new helmet technology.
Behind the display window. Oh, you got it. Yeah.
Behind a display, a bee puts on a helmet, then runs back and forth as it levers up holding a riled up magazine. Fuck. Fly swatter and a shoe move down to try to hit him. Gets hit by the magazine, dodges the fly swatter, and then hit by the boot and again by all 3, followed by being sprayed with arsenal from 2 cans. He signals he's okay, but is flattened by the fly swatter, magazine, and shoe converging to strike him together. He signals he's still okay by poking up his arm through the hole in the fly swatter. Gives another thumbs up. The tram riders applaud.
Oh, what do you think he makes?
Not enough.
And here we are at our latest advancement, the Krellman.
Wow, what does that do?
Catches that little strand of honey that hangs after you pour it. Saves us millions. A Krellman worker waves, and Adam waves back. Can any work on the Krellman?
Welcome, bees. Of course. Most bee jobs are small ones, but bees know every small job, if done well, means a lot. But choose carefully, because you'll stay in that job for the pick of the rest of your life. Same job, rest of your life. I didn't know that.
What's the difference?
Huh?
And you'll be happy to know that bees, as a species, haven't had one day off in 27 million years. Ooh.
So you just work us to death?
We'll try. Everyone laughs as Barry looks uncomfortable. The trap converts into a boat that flows down a log plume-style ramp with honey in it, then converts back to a wheeled tram at the end. I did not remember this segment at all.
I don't either, dude. Like I said, I watched this movie. I don't remember anything about this movie.
You know, so let's just do this now. Super full transparency, absolute disclosure. I have never honestly watched the Bee Movie. Every time I've seen the Bee Movie from beginning to end, instead of just like meme clips, and like YouTube poops, is like the entire Bee Movie except when X happens, Y happens. So like I've, like anybody else, seen the Bee Movie like a dozen times, but in like 7 minutes.
I think the last one I watched was it's the Bee Movie, but every time they make a bee pun or say something that has bee in it, it speeds up.
Yeah.
It was like maybe a 10-minute video.
Well, that's one of those like it builds up really, really fast and then like stays the same for like huge, like surprisingly huge chunks. All right, sorry. With the tour over, Adam and Barry head home. Adam jumps with excitement. Wow, that blew my mind!
What's the difference? Adam, how could you say that? One job? Forever? That's an insane choice to have to make.
Listen, Puppo, I get it. It's terrible. Well, I'm relieved. Now we have to make that one decision in life.
But, Adam, how could they have never told us that?
Barry, why would you question anything? We're bees. We're the most perfectly functioning society on Earth. A filling station attendant yells at a bee for putting the honey nozzle into his own mouth.
Yeah, but Adam, you ever think that maybe things work a little too well around here?
Like what? Give me one example. Both stop in the middle of an intersection. The traffic adjusts to drive around them.
I don't even want to know what an 18+ bee fanfic is. You're not even old enough for the fanfic. Get out of here!
Oh... Trash rat.
Are you reading the entire Bee Movie script? Yeah, we're going from top to bottom, baby. You can follow along with us and bring up the Wikipedia if you really wanted to.
I have the ability to post links in your stream, right?
I think I don't know.
Yeah, there it is. That's literally what we're reading.
Yeah, it's dashed out.
Oh, well.
Yeah. I had to cut it off because some of the bots were literally just coming in here posting suspicious links and shit.
No, yeah, that's
I need to make you a
valid.
VIP. I keep forgetting to do that.
Oh, you don't owe me that.
VIPs can post links.
Fine. Whatever, Baka. I guess we're friends.
Didn't want to talk to you anyway.
Damn, Dwarf man, not a... Don't make it weird, Butter!
Alright. I don't know. But you know what I'm talking about.
Please clear the gate. Royal Nectar Force on approach. Royal Nectar Force on approach.
Wait a second. Check it out. Hey, those are pollen jocks.
Wow. Pollen jocks fly into the hive and land. I've never seen them this close.
You know what it's like to go outside the hive.
Yeah, but some of them don't come back. Two lady bees wave at the jocks and call out.
Hey, jocks!
Hi, jocks! The pollen is removed from the jocks and collected into storage capsules marked nectar, then tucked away. A general flies over to welcome them.
You guys did great! You're monsters! You're sky freaks! I love it! I wonder where those guys have just been.
IDK.
Zephyr, stop. Their day's not planned. Outside the hive, flying who knows where, doing who knows what.
You can't just decide one day to be a pollen jock. You have to be bred for that.
Right. Look at that. That's more pollen than you and I will ever see in a lifetime.
Hold the fuck on. I don't remember that line. You have to be bred for that. Like, anatomically, I get it, you know? I get that different insects within their societal norms are like bred for different purposes, like notably.
Maybe bees are just submissive and breedable.
I mean, also, like, the movie gets this super duper wrong. Like, the only thing that males do in bees is breed with the queen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay. I'm trying to, like, picture in my mind's eye the depiction of the pollen jocks
Mm-hmm.
in the movie. And all of them are, like, buff dudes. Is that right?
I think they're just, like, they look like, if I'm remembering it correctly, they look like a bee instance of a SWAT team.
Right. So the pollen jocks, I'm looking them up on Google real quick. Yeah, no, they're all like marine dudes. Like they're all like just these big guys. And it just realized to me, if for this to be right, they would have to be just the most manly of all like ladies in animated cinema. And I'm kind of super okay with them being big lady.
They're the Queen's Guard, man.
Hell yeah. All right.
Are they thick? They're hella thick.
It's just a status symbol. I think bees make too big of a deal out of it.
Perhaps, unless you're wearing it, and then the ladies see you wearing it.
The same two lady bees giggle at being talked about by Barry. Those ladies? Aren't they our cousins too?
Distant.
Look at these two.
Couple of hive Harrys.
Let's have some fun with them.
Zephyrin, what is your problem? My dog does not approve.
No one approves of this, Harry.
Dad. Stop yapping. It must have been so dangerous being a pollen jack. Oh, yeah. One time, a bear had me pinned up against a mushroom. He had one paw on my throat, and the other, he was slapping me back and forth across the face.
Oh my!
I never thought I'd knock him out.
To Adam.
And what were you
doing? What were you doing during all of this? Obviously, I was trying to alert the authority.
I can autograph if you want.
A little gutsy out there today, wasn't it, comrades?
Yeah.
Gusty.
Yeah. Gutsy.
Yeah, we're gonna hit a sunflower patch about 6 miles from here tomorrow.
6 miles, huh?
Barry!
It's a puddle jump for us, but, maybe you're not up for it. Well, maybe I am.
Quietly. You are not.
We're going at 0900 at J-Gate.
Whoa!
What do you think, Buzzboy? Are you bee enough? I might be. It all depends on what 0900 means. Later, back at home that night, Barry's on his balcony, looking out of the hive.
Hey, Hot X.
Oh, Dad, you surprised me.
Have you decided what you're interested in, son?
Well, there's a lot of choices.
But you only get one.
Dad, do you get so bored doing the same job every day?
Son, let me tell you something about stirring. You grab that stick and you just move it around, and you stir it around, get yourself into a rhythm. Beautiful thing.
You know, Dad, the more I think about it, maybe the honey field just isn't for me. Or isn't right for me.
And you were thinking of what? Making balloon animals? That's a bad job for a guy with a stinger.
Well, no.
Janet! Your son's not sure what he wants to go into honey.
Oh, Barry, you're so funny sometimes. I'm not trying to be funny.
You're not funny. You're going into honey. Our son, the stirrer.
You're gonna be a stir? Nobody's listening to me.
Wait till you see the sticks I have for you.
I could say anything I want right now. I'm gonna get an ant tattoo.
Oh, let's open some fresh honey and celebrate.
Maybe I'll pierce my thorax. Mom and Dad start walking away. Dad raises a glass and says, "To honey." Shave my antenna.
So funny.
Shack up with the grasshopper. Get a gold tooth and start calling everybody dog.
I'm so proud. Barry and Adam drive the next morning to the job selection booth. I can't believe we're starting work today.
Why does it sound so sensual? That's the point. There's a whole bunch of that in the original B movie. I know that for a fact. There's a lot of weird shit in that movie.
We haven't even gotten the people involved yet.
Oh, okay, I'm
Barry
out.
hasn't even gotten a chance to ask me if I like jazz.
The bear story sounds so nice. SFW, I'm fucking done. So part of my life, girlfriend cheated on me. Oh man, I'm sorry. Feels bad, man. There's plenty of fish out in the sea, and you're stupidly young. You are stupidly young. It's bound to happen. You got this. I know some of the lines were cut from the final product. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There was a lot of innuendo stuff. A lot.
Mhm. Today's the
day.
Come on, all the good jobs will be gone.
Yeah, right.
Okay, hold the fuck on. It says unenthused. I read that as euthanized. I was like, how does someone say something in a euthanized way?
Silence. Dean Buswell at his second job, located at the desk in front of the Hexstone job placement board.
Hold the fuck up. Stop the presses.
Ooh.
Dean Buswell at his second job. The past like minutes
You
of this
get
movie
one.
script. Yeah,
It's supposed
is
to be
you get
one.
one fucking job, homeboy. And Dean's got two?
Hauling
Alright.
accountant, stunt bee, pouring, stir, front desk, hair removal.
Is it still available?
Hang on, 2 left. And one of them is yours. Congratulations, son. Step to the side, please.
Yeah!
What'd you get?
Picking the crud out.
Whoa.
That is stellar!
Whoa.
Couple of newbies?
Yes, sir. Our first day, and we are ready.
Well, step up and make your choice.
Do you want to go first?
Oh no! Sorry, it's you.
No, you go.
Oh my! What's available?
Restroom attendant's always open. Not for the reason you think.
Any chance of getting on the µéʀᴅɪᴛs, sir?
Sure, you're on. Status for µéʀᴅɪᴛ worker changes suddenly. Oh, I'm sorry. µéʀᴅɪᴛ just closed out.
Oh,
Wax monkey's always open? Oh, and the µéʀᴅɪᴛ just opened up again.
what happened?
Well, whenever a bee dies, there's an opening. See that? He's dead. Another dead one. Deady. Deadified. 2 more dead. Dead from the neck up. Dead from the neck down. But hey, that's life.
Oh, this is so hard. Heating, cooling, stunt bee, pourer, stir, humming, inspector number 7, Lind coordinator, stripe supervisor, antenna ball polisher, mite wrangler. Barry, what do you think I should do? Barry!
Alright, we've got Sunflower Patch and Quarantine 9, Geranium Window Box on Sutton Place. What happened to you? Where are you? I'm going out.
Out? Out where?
Out there.
Oh, no!
I have to, before I get stuck to work for the rest of my life.
You're gonna die! You're crazy! Hello?
Oh, another call coming in. Barry hangs up as Adam says again, "You're crazy."
If anyone's feeling brave, there's a Korean deli on 83rd that gets their roses today.
Hey guys.
Well, look at that.
Isn't that the kid we saw yesterday?
Hold it, son. Flight deck's restricted.
It's okay, Lou. We're gonna take him up.
Yeah.
Really? Feeling lucky, are you?
Hands clipboard to Barry. Sign here. Just initial that. Thank you.
Okay, you got rain advisory today, and as you all know, bees cannot fly in the rain. So be careful. As always, watch your brooms, hockey sticks, dogs, birds, bears, and bats. Also, I got a couple of reports of root beer being poured on us. Murphy's in a home because of it, blabbing like a cicada? Cicada,
Yep.
yeah.
That's actually really good because it's like sugar overdose for the guy.
Mm-hmm. That's awful.
Just a reminder for all you rookies, B-Law number 1. Absolutely no talking to human. Alright, launch position. Pollen jockeys begin chanting buzz, 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 buzz over and over as they change positions.
Black and yellow?
Hello!
Are you ready for this hot shot? Yeah, bring it on! Antenna, wind, check. Antenna, check. Nectar pack, check. Wings, check. Stinger, check. Scared out of my shorts, check.
Okay, ladies, let's move out! Flight crews help the jocks get their wings started.
Wait, they can talk to humans? Oh my god, have you never seen the movie either? Man, it's gonna get weird for you guys.
Oh yeah.
Sound effect. Good soup and condition that it has to be named Kagu. You are by there forfeiting your dog of wisdom. I need you to sign the papers for that before I can give you your new sound effect. Please and thank you. Found those petunias, you striped stem suckers. All of you, drain those flowers. Wow, I'm out. I can't believe I'm out. So blue. Whoa, I feel so fast and free. Box kite. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
This is Blue Leader. We have Rose's visual. Bring it around 30 degrees and hold.
Roses?
30 degrees, Roger. Bring it around.
Stand to the side, kid. It's got a bit of a kick. Oh, this is one nectar collector.
You ever see pollination up close?
No, sir.
I pick some pollen here, sprinkle it over there, maybe a dash over there, a pinch on that one. See that? A little bit of magic, ain't it?
Oh, that's amazing. Why
That's
do we
pollen
do
power.
that?
Oh, sorry. That's pollen power, kid. More pollen, more flowers. More nectar, more honey for us.
Cool.
I'm picking up a lot of bright yellow. Could be daisies. Don't we need those?
Copy that visual.
Hold on. One of these flowers seems to be on the move.
Say again. Are you reporting a moving flower?
Affirmative. 3 bees land to check out the objects.
In the distance. That was on the line.
This is the coolest. What is it?
I don't know, but I'm loving this color.
Ah, it smells good. Not like a flower, but I like it.
Yeah, it's fuzzy.
Chemically.
Careful, guys. It's a little too grabby. Lands on one of the objects and hugs it. My sweet lord of bees.
Hey, Candy Brain, get off of there!
Problem? A woman picks up the tennis ball and Barry is stuck to it and walks back to the serving line. Guys?
This could be bad.
Affirmative. As the woman bounces the ball back a few times, Barry is still stuck to it and says on each bounce, very close. Gonna hurt? Mama's little boy?
You were way out of position, rookie! Barry screams as the woman hits the ball.
Coming at you like a missile. Help me!
You know, I don't think these are flowers.
Should we tell him?
I think he knows.
What is this?
Match point! You could start packing up, honey, because I believe you're about to eat it. Jackson clears his throat, distracting Ken, causing Ken to hit the ball, sending it high into the air and into the street.
What? Oh no. Oh, you can't be serious. Yowza! Barry gets sucked into the engine compartment of a passing car, into the engine, before escaping through a hole into the car's air conditioning system, where he sees dead bugs stuck to the filter. Ugh, gross.
Before we move on, that's macabre as fuck. You imagine like falling through like a vent system and doing your job. You fall through like an air duct. You end up in like the boiler room and there's just like smeared person.
That's what you call trauma.
Yeah, that's a trauma right there.
A woman in the car turns on the air conditioning, blowing Barry into the car's cabin where she sees him.
There's a bee in the car. She screams at Barry. Barry screams at her. Everyone except the young girl screams back to her husband, "Do something!"
I'm driving.
Hi, bee.
He's back here. He's going to sting me.
Nobody move. If you don't move, he won't sting you. Freeze! Everyone stays still, including Barry, who hovers in the same spot.
He blinked. She gets a can of hairspray and sprays it on Barry.
Spray him, Granny!
What are you doing? Barry escapes through the roof vent. Whoa, Tension level out here is unbelievable. I gotta get home. Something moves past them, very close and very fast. Whoa! Barry sees rain starting to fall heavily. Can't fly in the rain, can't fly in the rain, can't fly in the rain. Mayday! Mayday! Bee going down! Barry sees a window ledge and barely makes it, then crawls through the open window.
Ken, would you close the window, please?
Huh? Oh, check out my new resume. Made it into a fold-out brochure. See? Folds out. Oh no, more humans? I don't need this. Barry tries to fly out of the window but bounces off of it. Ow! Oof! What was that? Tries again. Maybe this time. Ow! Maybe this time? Maybe this time. Maybe this time. This? Drapes? Taps the glass. This is diabolical.
Showing off his resume. It's fantastic. It's got all of my special skills, even my top 10 favorite movies.
ASMR story time. ASMR story time. Followed by jazz.
Oh. They're good.
What's your number one? Star Wars?
Nah, I don't go for that. Mimics lasers firing kind of stuff.
No wonder we're not supposed to talk to them. They're out of their minds.
When I walk out of a job interview, they're flabbergasted. They can't believe the things I say. I can stop this bit whenever you want.
I would have let you ride that hill for as long as you wanted if Vanessa was talking, but the fact that it's this dorky fucking husband.
Okay, I can try and do Vanessa and ASMR.
Ooh, okay. Alright. Okay. There's the sun. Maybe there's a way out. Barry flies toward the light near the ceiling. I don't remember the sun having a big 75 on it. Bounces off and starts falling, landing in a bowl of chip dip.
I gotta tell you, I predicted global warming. I could feel it getting hotter. At first, I thought it was just me. Andy scoops up some of the dip with the tortilla chip, including Barry, and brings it towards his mouth.
Wait, stop! Bee!
Kill it! Kill it!
Stand back, these are winter boots.
Wait. Don't kill him.
The fucking shift in the jazz, holy shit! You know I'm allergic to them! This could kill me!
Well, why does his life have any less value than yours? Vanessa places a lass over Barry.
Why does his life have any less value than mine? Is that your statement?
I'm just saying, all life has value. You don't know what he's capable of feeling. Vanessa rips Ken's resume in half and slides it under the glass.
My brochure!
Carries the glass with Barry inside over to the window and release him. There you go, little guy.
I'm not scared of him, but yeah, it's an allergy thing.
Hey, why don't you put that on your resume brochure?
It's not funny. My whole face could puff up.
Make it one of your special skills.
You know, knocking someone out is also a special skill. Later, as the rain stops and the sun comes back out.
Right. Bye, Vanessa. Thanks.
Vanessa, next week? Yogurt night?
Yeah, sure, Ken. You know, whenever.
Horatius making this seem like 50 Shades
50 Shades of Jazz. Get your shit together,
God.
Nepsy.
You could put kebab chips on there.
Bye.
Supposed to be less calories or something.
Bye, bitch. The last of her guests have left. She shuts the door and begins cleanup.
I gotta say something. She saved my life. I've gotta say something. Alright, here it goes. Barry flies back in her house through the almost closed window and stops in front of a can of Bumblebee Chug Light Tuna as Vanessa walks by, stopping right in line with the mascot. Starts to walk away and looks back. says, huh, and turns back around and looks at the mascot, then says, nah, as he dismisses the picture and continues walking. Barry resumes flying and lands on a postcard from Coney Island taped to the refrigerator, again in a position where Vanessa doesn't notice him. What would I say? I could really get in trouble. It's B law. You're not supposed to talk to humans. I can't believe I'm doing this. Begins debating with himself. Oh, I got to. I can't do it. Come on. Yes, no, yes, do it. I can't. How would I start it? You like jazz? No, that's not good. Here she comes. Speak, you fool. Hi.
Vanessa gasps and drops the dishes.
I'm sorry.
You're talking.
Yes, I know. I'm so...
You're talking.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
Fuck.
It's just... I know I'm dreaming, but I don't recall going to bed.
Well, I'm sure this is very disconcerting.
Yeah. I mean, this is a bit of a surprise to me, but... I mean, you're a bee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a bee, but I'm not supposed to be doing this. But...
Vanessa makes a small and noises while Barry's talking.
They were trying to kill me, and if it wasn't for you, I mean, I had to thank you. It's just the way that I was raised.
Vanessa grabs a fork and stabs herself in the hand, then cries out.
Oh, that's a little weird.
I'm talking to a bee.
Yeah.
I'm talking to a bee.
Anyway.
Oh, sorry. And the bee is talking to me.
I just wanted to say I'm grateful, and I'm going to leave now.
Wait. How did you learn to do that?
What?
That. The talking thing.
Oh, same way you did, I guess. Mama, Dada, honey, you pick it up.
That's very... It's so rough, dude.
If my, mic wasn't mounted in a very awkward position, I would make this even, 10 times more concerning and awkward, but it's, too high up for me to do that. Yeah, bees are funny. If we didn't laugh, we'd cry with whatever we have to deal with anyway.
Can I get you something?
Like what?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Coffee?
Well, I don't want to put you out unless you're making it anyway.
Oh, it's no trouble.
Bee
It just takes 2 minutes.
He strokes hand across cheek. It's just this itty bitty little toothpick. Really?
It's just coffee.
I'd hate to impose.
Don't be ridiculous.
Actually, I would love a cup.
Hey, you want a little rum cake?
I really shouldn't.
Have a little rum.
No, I can't.
Oh, come on.
I'm trying to lose a couple of micrograms here.
Where?
Well, these stripes don't help.
Oh, you're great.
I don't know if you could, if you know anything about fashion.
Vanessa walks away and begins pouring coffee onto the floor. A coffee cup in her other hand.
Are you alright?
No. Fade to Vanessa and Barry on her roof terrace, talking and having coffee.
He's making Ty in the cab as if they're flying up Madison, so he finally gets up there.
Uh-huh.
He runs to the steps of the church. The wedding is on.
Yeah?
And he says, watermelon? I thought you said Guatemalan.
Uh-huh.
And why would I want to marry a watermelon?
Vanessa's more confused than amused. Barry gestures, indicating his joke is done. Oh, is that a bee joke?
Yeah, it's the kind of stuff that we do.
Yeah, different. So anyway, what are you gonna do, Barry?
About work? And I don't know. I want to do my part for the hive, but I can't do it the way that they want.
Oh, I know how you feel.
You?
Sure. My parents wanted me to be a lawyer or a doctor, but I wanted to be a florist.
Really?
My only interest is flowers.
Vanessa feeling very buzzy.
This is gonna be on my fucking gravestone. One time ASMR sexy Vanessa.
Our new queen was just elected with the same campaign slogan.
Oh. Huh.
Anyway, you see, if you look there, there's my hive right there. You could see it.
Oh, you're in Sheep Meadow.
Yeah, you know the turtle pond?
Yes?
I'm right off that.
Oh, no way. I know that area. You know, I lost a toe ring there once. Behind them, a janitor comes onto the roof and begins working on replacing a light bulb.
Really?
Yes.
Why do girls put rings on their toes?
Well, why not?
I don't know. It's like putting a hat on your knee.
Maybe I'll try that.
You alright, ma'am?
Realizing how it must look, talking to herself. Oh, yes. Fine. Just having 2 cups of coffee. Vanessa and Barry share a little quiet time.
Anyway, this has been great. Thanks for the coffee.
Oh, yeah. It's no trouble.
Sorry I couldn't... Ness. I did. Be up for the rest of my life. Are you... Can I take this piece with me?
Sure. Here. Have a crumb. She passes one to Barry on her fingertip.
I can't! all I hear in the back of my head is Emmy. Ma'am, just a crumb, please. Ma'am, I can have a crumb. Just one crumb, please. Just one crumb.
Sure, have a crumb.
Oh, shit.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess I'll be seeing you around. Or not. Or...
Okay, Barry.
And you know, thank you so much again. For before.
Oh, that? It was nothing.
Well, not nothing, but, anyway. Barry extends his hand. Vanessa touches it with her finger and they gently shake. The janitor looks over and continues tightening the bulb in the socket. In short, causing him to lose his balance and fall off backwards. The next day at the Honex building, hurricane survival testing is in progress. A bee wearing a parachute is in the wind tunnel.
This can't possibly work.
Well, he's all set to go. We might as well try. Alright, Dave. Pull up the chute. Dave pulls the cord and immediately is blown backwards. He slides down the wall and gives a shaky thumbs up at the signal. Barry and Adam walk by outside of the testing chamber.
Sounds amazing.
Oh, it was amazing. It was the scariest, happiest moment of my life.
Humans! Humans! I can't believe you were with humans! Giant, scary humans. What were they like?
Huge and crazy. They talk crazy. They eat crazy giant things. They drive around real crazy.
And they do try to kill you like on TV?
Some of them, but some of them don't.
How'd you get back?
Poodle.
Look, you did it. And I'm glad. You saw whatever you wanted to see out there, you had your experience, and now you're back, and you can pick out your job and everything will be normal.
Is that homie Perry? Hello, Danny. It is me, and I'm here with Horatius.
Hello.
Actually, do this real quick, because I actually did not do that at the start.
Oh, it's fine. You don't owe me this.
Liz. There we go. If you guys aren't already following Horatius, I highly recommend it. If you like someone that is of, I would say, like-minded, he doesn't hold back his punches, and neither do I.
Mm-hmm.
You need
Hello,
someone
DannyBot. Welcome.
Need someone to have a real conversation and not all this, like, little facade shit. Hit him up. 100%.
I'm your fellow.
Well,
Oh, sorry. Well,
I met someone.
you met someone? Was she bee-ish? Not a wasp? Your parents will kill you.
No, no,
Hold
no,
the fuck on.
not a
No.
wasp.
No. Pause. The fuck is that supposed to mean?
I mean, they're technically predators?
Sure.
I was about to say, wasp kill bees for fun.
I mean, like, yeah.
I like
I'm just saying,
dolphins.
like,
Or not dolphins, whales? Orcas. Orcas are the assholes, never mind.
I fell in love with a human dressed as a wasp. Fuck. I just don't like the sentiment, like, because the joke there, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, the joke is you can't bring a girl back that doesn't look like you,
Yeah.
and that's not great. That's not great at all.
Tell you, man, this movie had some really weird undertones.
I mean, we already talked about some of the most masculine women in animated cinema. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, not a wasp. Your parents will kill you.
No, not a wasp.
Spider?
You know, I'm not attracted to the spiders. I know everyone else, it's the hottest thing with their 8 legs and all, but I can't get by that face.
Hashtag VTubers.
Barry grimaces and makes a noise. Ugh.
So, who is she?
She's, a human.
Hold on. I do want to point out that, like, so sort of what we're saying with the wasp thing, your parents will kill you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, the fact that spider is a potential answer, because I'm not attracted to spiders. I know everyone else thinks it's the hottest thing, and I can't get by the face. Like, not only is Jerry Seinfeld saying that he doesn't, like, enjoy butterfaces, which is a whole thing to unpack within its own right, but it also implies that any other insect or arachnid is, like, fair game for cross-species pollination. Dun-dun-dun. It's weird.
Gonna wear the outfits from the honeybee in the end from Final Fantasy VII.
Vanessa does say he is one of the nicest bee I've ever met. Oh, man.
Yeah, it gets... Knowing that you haven't seen the movie, it's gonna get weird.
Oh, man. I can't wait till we're in the courtroom and I'm being, like, sensual Vanessa in a courtroom. It's gonna be great. So, who is she?
She's, a human.
Oh no. No. That didn't happen. You didn't do that. That is a bee law. You wouldn't break a bee law.
Her name's Vanessa.
Vanessa. Oh boy.
She's so nice. And she's a florist.
Oh no. No. You're dating a human florist?
Well, we're not dating.
Okay. You're flying outside the hive. You're talking to human beings that attack our homes with power washers and M80s. That's 1/8 the stick of a dynamite.
She saved my life. And she understands me.
This is over.
Pulls out the rum cake crumb. Eat this. Pushes it into Adam's face.
This is not over. What was that?
They call it a crumb.
That was so stinging stripey.
And that's not even what they eat. That's just what falls off of what they eat. Do you know what a Cinnabon is?
No.
It's bread.
Come in here. Opens the door to the office where he works and guys Barry inside.
And cinnamon.
Be quiet.
And frosting. They heat it up.
Sit down.
Really hot.
Listen to me. We are not them. We're us. There's us and there's them. Whoa, Barry.
Yes, but who can deny the heart that is yearning?
There's no yearning. Stop yearning. Listen to me. You've got to start thinking B, my friend. Another B joins in. Thinking B. Another joins in. Thinking B. All the other B's in the office are thinking B. Thinking B. Thinking B. Outside his house, Barry sits on a raft in his family's hexagon-shaped honey pool, legs dangling into the honey. Mom and Dad approach wearing cabana-style outfits.
sun shining behind them.
There he is. He's in the pool.
You know what your problem is, Barry?
I've got to start thinking B.
I'm so glad we made this. Barry, how much longer is this gonna go on? It's been 3 days. I don't understand why you're not working.
Well, I've got a lot of life decisions I'm thinking about.
What life? You have no life. You have no job. You're barely a bee.
Ugh.
Would it kill you just to make a little honey? Barry rolls off the raft and sinks into the pool.
Barry, come out from there. Your brother's talking to you. Martin, would you talk to him?
Barry, I'm talking to you. Barry keeps swinging downward through the honey, which clears and leads him to a park where Vanessa is waiting for him, reclining in a picnic basket. Sugar, sugar, by the Archies is playing in the background. She swats a mosquito that lands on her leg and then looks at Barry for his reaction. Both are surprised, and then they laugh about it.
You coming? Said in a,
Oh, hold on. Said in a sultry way.
You coming?
Someone clip that for me real quick.
Damn it, no! Actually, you know what? You won't. Fuck you. You won't do it. You won't post that. You won't clip that and post it on Twitter and on TikTok and on all other social media platforms, adding me as wherever you can. You won't do it, pussies.
Got everything?
All set. She gets into a one-man ultra-light airplane with a black and yellow paint job and puts on her helmet. She and the plane are now very side.
You go ahead. I'll catch up.
Don't be long. The plane takes off. Barry soon catches up and they fly together. Watch this. The plane does a loop, trailing red smoke that forms a heart and crashes into the side of a rock pile, bursting.
Barry yells in anguish, Vanessa! His cries change the bubbles escaping into his mouth. Barry breaks free of the surface of the pool, gasping for air.
We're still here, Barry.
I told you not to yell at him. He doesn't respond when you yell at him.
Then why are you yelling at me?
Because you don't listen!
I'm not listening to that.
Barry dries himself and puts on his sweater. Sorry, Mom. I've got to go.
Where are you going?
Nowhere. I'm meeting a friend.
Calling after him. A girl? Is this why you can't decide?
Bye.
I just hope she's B-ish. Hold the fuck on. Is that supposed to be Jewish?
I don't know.
Because I know Jerry Seinfeld is a Jewish New York comedian. Is this supposed to be... Are bees Jews? Hold the fuck... Chat. Are bees Jews?
Give me
I don't know how
second.
you're supposed to answer this question.
No, I'll give him a way to answer it.
Yes, they are. You giving him a poll? Because now I want to know what a wasp would be and what a spider would be.
I have an idea of what a wasp would be, but I'm not saying it on stream.
Smart.
There you guys go.
I like what? That's the best answer. It's not the answer that's going to win, but it's the best answer.
Well, we'll let that simmer. We'll continue.
All right. I just hope she's B-ish. Vanessa exits her florist shop, flipping the sign over and locking the door.
Barry sees the Tournament of Roses parade poster. So they have a huge parade of flowers every year in Pasadena?
Oh, to be in the Tournament of Roses. That's every florist's dream. Up on a float, surrounded by flowers, crowds cheering.
Wasp are Italian.
Oh my god.
Whoa, tournament. Do the Roses actually compete in athletic events?
No. Alright, I've got one. How come you don't fly everywhere?
It's exhausting. Why don't you run everywhere? Isn't that faster?
Yeah, okay. I see. Alright. Your turn.
Ah! TiVo! You just freeze live TV? That's insane!
What? You don't have anything like that?
We have Hivo, but it's a disease. It's a horrible, horrible disease.
Oh my. They turn a corner into a busier street. People start swatting at Barry.
Dumb bees.
You must want to sting all those jerks.
Take care now. Bye-bye then.
Fuck, now I gotta think about bees being Jewish and wasps being Italian.
Yep.
You're welcome. We really try not to sting. It's usually pretty fatal for us.
So you really have to watch your temper? They enter a supermarket.
Oh yeah, very quickly. You kick a wall, take a walk, write an angry letter and throw it out. You work through any emotion, anger, jealousy. Beneath his breath, lust. Barry lands on a cardboard boxes in the aisle. A stock boy hits him with a rolled up advertisement.
To Barry, oh my goodness, are you okay?
Yeah, whew.
To Hector, the stock boy, what is wrong with you?
It's a bug.
Well, he's not bothering anybody. Get out of here, you creep. She slaps him with the advertisement and he leaves, muttering.
What was that? A pick and save curricular?
Yeah, it was. How did you know?
It filled about 10 pages. 75 is pretty much our limit.
Boy, you really got that down to a science.
Oh, we have to. I lost a cousin to Italian Vogue.
I'll bet.
Barry stops when he sees rows of jars of honey. What in the name of mighty Hercules is this? How did this get here? Cute Bee? Golden Blossom? ḻ Private Select?
Is he that actor?
I've never heard of him. Why is this here?
For people, we eat it.
Why? He gestures around the market. You don't have enough food of your own?
Well, yes, we...
How do you even get it?
Well, bees make it.
I know who makes it, and it's hard to make. There's the heating and the cooling and the stirring. You need a whole crown man thing.
It's organic.
It's organic.
That's the best joke in this whole fucking movie. It's the best joke in this art.
It's just honey, Barry.
Just... What? Bees don't know about this. This is stealing. A lot of stealing. Taking our homes, our schools, our hospitals. This is all we have. And it's on sale? I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Barry rips off the label of the jar from ḻ Private Select honey. Later, Barry is infiltrating the supermarket loading dock by covering up his yellow stripes with the yellow marker and putting on war paint. Hector's opening a couple of more boxes of honey.
Hey, Hector, you almost done?
Almost. Barry steps in some honey. Hector stops and turns.
Twig snaps.
He's here. I can sense it.
He grabs his box cutter as Barry hides. Barry hides him behind a box again. Talking loud to an open room as he opens a jar of honey from a box. Well, I guess I'll go home now and just leave this nice honey out with no one around, pretends to walk away.
The poll is set. Bees are in fact Jewish.
All right.
Thickumus Prime. Hello. I love your name. Holy
yeah, that's
shit.
great.
Gets into a sword fight with the bee. Barry steps out into the light. You're busted, box boy.
Aha!
Eyes up,
I knew I
Guardian.
heard something. So, you can talk. Barry flies at him, stinger first. Back him against a wall. Hector drops the knife.
Oh, I can talk. And now you're gonna start talking. Where are you getting all this sweet stuff? Who's your supplier?
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I thought we were all friends. The last thing we want to do is upset any of you bees. Hector grabs a push pin. Barry begins fencing with his stinger.
Swing, swing, swing. Ha!
Ha! That's good.
Oh, wait, no, that's Hector. JK, that's you.
Ha! You're too late. It's ours now.
You, sir, have crossed the wrong sword.
Ching, 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 ching. No, sir. You're about to be lunch for my iguana.
Swoosh.
Ignacio. Shing, 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 shing. Keep fighting continues. They cross swords and get nose to nose.
Where's the honey coming from? Tell me where!
Why'd you say that name? Points at the truck. Honey farms. They come from honey farms. Barry flies after the departing truck. I almost said deporting truck. Dodging a bus, taxis, and a messenger on a motorcycle. One driver yells at the messenger, "Crazy person!" Barry continues his pursuit, using the elastic strap on a bicycle's messenger's helmet to launch himself towards the truck. He lands on the windshield, pressed against it by the wind. He sees himself surrounded by dead bugs, and then works his way around them.
Thank you for the tip. Thank you. And also thank you for the follow, θηκεᴅᴅs.
Eyes up, Guardian.
Oh my, what a horrible thing has happened here. Look at those faces. They never knew what hit them. And now they're on the road to nowhere. A mosquito opens his eyes. Psst, just keep still. What? You're not dead?
Hold the fuck on. This mosquito has a canonical name, and his canonical name is Moose Blood. I just want to make sure everyone knows that. Do I look dead? Hey man, they will wipe anything that moves. Now, where are you headed?
To Honey Farms. I'm on to something huge here.
I'm going to Alaska. Moose Blood. Crazy stuff. Blows your heads off.
I'm going to Tacoma.
Eyes up, Guardian.
Barry turns to a fly. What about you?
Oh, he really is dead.
Oh, give me a moment. Boys. Boys.
Oh. Intense action sequence of B-movie. Too much for Puppos to handle.
They're doing their own reenactment right now. If you're gonna play, go in the other room and play. Stop tearing up the fucking bed sheets. Bees are on a honey farmer enslaved. Also, hello, Alduin14. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
Is it the mosquito voiced by Chris Rock? I can't remember.
Oh, I don't want to know the answer to that question. Thanks, Nepsy. You ruined it.
Yeah. Really is. Oh, all right. The driver's hand moves the windshield wiper level.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
Oh no, it's a wiper. Triple blade.
Triple blade?
Jump on. It's our only chance, B. They hang on to the wiper as it moves back and forth. Moose Blood yells at the driver through the glass. Why does everything have to be so doggone clean? How much do you people need to see? Open your eyes, stick your head out the window. Inside the cab, the radio's playing.
For NPR News in Washington, I'm Carl Kelsey.
But don't kill no more bugs. He's flung off the wiper as the washer fluid sprays onto the shield. Beep!
Moose Blood guy! Barry gets flung off, grabs a hold to the radio antenna. A cricket flying by grabs hold of the antenna, both scream or screaming.
You hear something?
Like what?
Like Tiny screaming.
Turn off the radio. The driver turns off the radio and the antenna retracts. As it lowers, the cricket and Barry work their way to the top. Barry wins and the cricket has to let go, but then so does Barry, and he's sucked into the air horn at the top of the truck.
Hey, what's up, B-boy?
Hey, Blood! Inside the truck horn, later during the drive. And it was just an endless row of honey jars as far as the eye can see.
Wow.
So I'm just assuming wherever this honey truck goes, that's where they're getting it. I mean, that honey's ours.
Bees hang tight.
Well, we're all jammed in there. It's a close community.
Not us, man. We're on our own. Every mosquito is on his own.
But what if you get in trouble?
Trouble? You're a mosquito. You're in trouble. Nobody likes us. They're all just smacking. People see a mosquito, smack, smack.
At least you're out in the world. Must meet a lot of girls.
Mosquitoes try to trade up. Get with a moth, dragonfly. Mosquito girl don't want no mosquito. A blood mobile passes them. Whoa, you gotta be kidding. Moose Blood's about to leave the building. So long, B. He leaves and jumps into the other vehicle, saying, oh, what is that? A bloodmobile. Okay, bloodmobile, all right. He leaves and jumps into the other vehicle, saying to the bugs on its windshield, hey guys, I knew I'd catch you all down here. Did you guys bring your crazy straws? At Honey Farms, the truck stops. Barry flies out of the horn and lands onto the nose of the truck. Two beekeepers walk around the back of the gift shop. Barry follows, landing in a tree.
Then we throw it in some jars, slap a label on it. It's pretty much pure profit. But what is this place?
A bee's got a brain the size of a pinhead.
They are pinheads. Both laugh, and Elmo says pinhead. Freddy opens a smoker box after they arrive. Hey!
Who you calling pinhead? Sorry.
Hey! Check out this new smoker.
Oh, sweet. That's the one you wanted.
It's the Thomas 3000.
Hold is that a fucking Thomas the Tank Engine joke?
I can't remember what it looks like, so I can't be for certain. Also, hello, Eyeshadow.
Welcome, welcome.
I had to put on the fancy outfit for this.
No, you didn't.
Barry peers from his hiding. Smoker?
"90 puffs a minute, semi-automatic, twice the nicotine, all the tar." Both laugh again. Couple of breaths of this knocks them right out. They make the honey and we make the money. Barry flies into Freddy's hat into the brim.
They make the honey, we make the money. Freddy and Elmo walk forward. Freddy opens up an apiary? How do I say that?
What is it? An apiary.
Apiary, okay. Apiary box and sprays with the smoke inside. The bees start to moan and gasp. Oh my. Barry flies into the open box as Freddy leaves and makes his way into the apartment. Two bees are just waking up. What's going on here? Are you okay?
Yeah, it doesn't last too long.
How did you two get here? Do you know you're in a fake hive? With fake walls?
Points to a picture. Our queen moved here. We had no choice.
Barry looks at the picture. This is your queen? This is a man in woman's clothes. That's a drag queen.
Boo.
The walls separating the apartments are removed, revealing hundreds of them. What is this? Barry flies through the apartments and out into the open air. He hovers high above the tree, where he sees even more.
Apiary.
Thank you. Apiary boxes on the farm. He begins taking pictures. Oh no, there's hundreds of them. Bee honey? Our honey? It's being brazenly stolen by a massive scale. Back home, Barry's talking with his parents, Adam and Uncle Carl. This is worse than anything the bears have done to us, and I intend to do something about it.
Oh, Barry, stop.
Who told you humans were taking our honey? That's just a rumor. Do these look like rumors? Barry shows the pictures on the table.
That's a conspiracy theory. These are obviously doctored photos.
Ugh.
Barry, how did you get mixed up in all this?
It's cause he's talking to humans.
What?
Talking to humans?
He has a human girlfriend.
Oh, Barry.
And they make out.
Make out? Barry? We do not.
Yes, we do. You wish you could.
Whose side are you even on?
The bees!
I dated a cricket once in San Antonio. Man, those crazy legs kept me up all night. Whatcha?
Fuck. Barry, this is what you want to do with the rest of your life?
This is what I want to do for all of our lives. Nobody works harder than bees, Dad. I remember you coming home some nights so overworked, your hands were still stirring. You couldn't stop them. I remember that. What right do they have to our hard-earned honey? We're living on 2 cups a year. They're putting it in lip balm for no apparent reason whatsoever.
Even if it's true, Barry, what could one bee do?
I'm gonna sting them where it really hurts.
In the face!
No.
In the eye! That would really hurt.
No.
Up the nose. That's a real killer.
No, there's only one place you can sting humans. One place where it really matters. The scene cuts off to a title sequence of Hive at 5 program. The title sequence shows a news event covered in the past. A pollen jack coming in for a crash landing with a stinger that's on fire. A protest about the bee beards, and a bear destroying the hive. Next are all newscasters.
Hive at 5, the Hive's only full hour action news source, with Bob Bumble at the anchor desk, weather with Storm Stinger, sports with Buzz Larv, and Janet Chung.
Good evening, I'm Bob Bumble.
And I'm Janet Chung.
Our top story, I Tri-Country Bee, Barry Benson, is saying he intends to sue the human race for stealing our honey, packaging it, and proffering from it illegally. Broadcast shifts to another studio in the building for B. Larry King Live.
I don't know I don't know enough about Larry King to do a disservice to that notable figure, so I'm just gonna read this properly. Don't forget, tomorrow night at B. Larry King, we're going to have 3 former queens, all right here in our studio, discussing their new book, Classy Ladies, out this week on Hexagon. To Barry. Tonight, we're talking with Barry Benson. You ever think I'm just a kid from the Hive? I can't do this?
Larry, bees have never been afraid to change the world. I mean, what about B. Columbus? B. Gandhi? B. Jesus?
I hate this. Well, where I'm from, you wouldn't think of suing humans. We were thinking more like stickball, candy stores.
How old are you?
Well, I want you to know that the entire bee community is supporting you in this case, which is certain to be the trial of the bee century.
Thank you, Larry. You know, they have a Larry King in the human world, too.
It's a common name. Next week on B. Larry King.
No, I mean, he looks like you. And he has a show with suspenders, different colored dots behind him.
Next week on B. Larry King.
Old guy, glasses. There's some quotes along the bottom with the guests you're watching, even though you just heard them.
Bear next week. They're scary, they're hairy, and they're here live. He exits.
Always leans forward, pointy shoulders, squinty eyes. No, he's very Jewish. Nighttime at Vanessa's. Nighttime at Vanessa's flower shop. Law books and legal forms are piled up. By the way, Eyeshadow, you haven't been here since Vanessa started talking.
No.
I hope you're ready.
Buckle up, chat's gonna get weird. Look, in tennis, you attack at the point of weakness.
But it was your grandmother, Ken. She's 81.
Huh, honey, her backhand's a joke. I'm not gonna get taken advantage of that.
Quiet.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, that's Barry, my bad.
Quiet, please. Actual work is going on here. Is that the same bee? Yes, it is.
I'm helping him sue the human race.
What? Barry enters the room, sees Ken. Oh. Hello. Hello, bee.
This is Ken.
Yeah, I remember you. Timberland, size 10.5. Bram Soul, I believe.
Why does he talk again, hun?
Listen, you better go, because we're really busy working.
But it's our yogurt night.
She pushes him out the door. Oh, bye-bye.
Why is yogurt night so difficult?
Oh, you poor thing. You two have been at this for hours.
Yeah, and Adam here is a huge help. Adam is asleep inside the cinnamon box, covered in frosting and muttering in his sleep about it.
Referring to the coffee, how many sugar?
Just one. I try not to use the competition. So why are you helping me anyway?
Bees have good quality.
See, Cerito.
And it feels good to take my mind off the shop. I don't know why. Instead of flowers, people are giving balloon banquets now.
Yeah, those are great. If you're 3.
And artificial flowers.
Oh, those just get my psychotic.
Yeah, too.
The bent stingers, the pointless pollination.
Bees must hate those fake plastic things.
Nothing worse than a daffodil that's hard work done.
Well, maybe this could make up for it a little bit. They exit the flower shop and go to the mailbox. You know, Barry, this lawsuit's a pretty big deal.
I guess.
Are you sure you want to go through with it?
Am I sure? When I'm done with humans, they won't be able to say, "Honey, I'm home," without paying a royalty.
Outside the courthouse, a reporter begins her segment, talking to the camera. Sarah, it's an incredible scene down here at the downtown Manhattan where all eyes and ears of the world are anxiously waiting. Because the first time in history, we're going to hear for ourselves if a honeybee can actually speak. Inside, Barry, Vanessa, and Adam sit at a table.
What have we gotten into here, Barry?
I don't know, but it's pretty big, isn't it?
I can't believe how many humans don't have to be at work during the day.
Hey, you think those billion-dollar multinational food companies have good lawyers? Back outside the courthouse, a policeman announces on a megaphone. Folks, everybody needs to stay behind the barricade. A very expensive car drives up with a license plate saying alibi and the initials LTM on the hood ornament. The lawyer gets out, sees a bug, and steps on it. Inside, Barry shudders.
What's the matter, baby?
I don't know. I gotta chill.
Well, if it isn't the B team, waves a honey packet he picked up from the saucer holding his drink. Any of you boys work on this?
All rise, the Honorable Judge Bumbleton presiding.
All right. Case number 4475, Superior Court of New York, Barry B. Benson versus the honey industry is now in session. Mr. Montgomery, you're representing the 5 major food companies collectively.
A privilege.
Mr. Benson, you're representing all bees in the world? Inside and outside the courtroom, everyone is waiting to hear what he will say.
Bzz, 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 bzz. I'm kidding. Yes, Your Honor, we're ready to proceed.
And Mr. Montgomery, your opening statement, please. Do you want me to do this since Barry's about to have like a huge segment, or are you good?
Yeah, you can go for it.
Heavily and exaggerated southern drawl. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my grandmother was a very simple woman. Born on a farm, she believed that it was a man's divine right to benefit from the bounty of nature God put before us. But if we were to live in this topsy-turvy world Mr. Benson imagines, just think of what that would mean. Maybe I would have to negotiate with the silkworm for the elastic in my breeches. Talking bee. How will we know if this isn't some sort of holographic motion picture capture Hollywood wizardry? They could be using laser beams, robotics, ventriloquism, cloning. For all we know, it could be on steroids.
Mr. Benson. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, there's no trickery here. I'm just an ordinary bee. And as a bee, honey's pretty important to me. It's important to all the bees. We invented it, we make it, we protect it with our lives. Unfortunately, there's some people in this room who think they can take whatever they want from us because they're the little guys. Or because we're the little guys. And what I'm hoping is that after all this is over, you'll see how by taking our honey, we're not only taking away everything we have, but everything we are. Vanessa smiles and silently claps, and the bees in the courtroom are moved by his words. Back at the house, Barry's parents are watching the TV.
Oh, I wish he would dress like that all the time. So nice.
Call your first witness. So, Mr. Claus Van der Heyden of Honey Farms. Pretty big company you have there.
I suppose so.
And I see you also own Honey Burton and Honron.
Yes, we provide beekeepers for our farms.
Beekeeper. I find that to be a very disturbing term, I have to say. I don't imagine you employ any bee freers, do you?
No.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I'm gonna tap the mic. No.
No, because you don't free bees. You keep bees. And not only that, it seems you thought a bear would be an appropriate image for a jar of honey?
Well, they're very lovable creatures. Yogi Bear, Fozzie Bear, Build-A-Bear.
You mean like this? Vanessa and a man enter, guiding a grizzly bear restrained by a collar and chains attached to both sides. They bring him to the front of Vanderhalen. The bear lunges at him and roars. Bears kill bees! How would you like this his big hairy head crashing through your living room, biting into your couch, spitting out your throw pillows? Roar! Roar! Holy shit. I wasn't ready. Okay, that's enough. Take him away. Vincent stops roaring. He and the man depart without incident, leaving Vanderhayden trembling, with the judge glaring at him and Leighton angrily growling at himself. Later, Barry's questions another witness. So, Mr. Sting, thank you for being here. Your name intrigues me. I have to say, where have I heard it before?
I was in a band called The Police.
But you've never been a police officer of any kind, have you?
No, I haven't.
No, you haven't. And so we have yet another example of bee culture being casually stolen by human for nothing more than a prance-about stage name.
I hate this a lot.
Does it remind you of the VTuber community too much?
Oh, please.
Have you ever been stung, Mr. Sting? Because I'm feeling a little stung, Sting. Or should I say, Mr. Gordon M. Summer?
To his assistants, that's not his real name, you idiots! Later on, Barry questioning another witness.
Reading from the base of the statue the witness is holding. Mr. ḺYOTA. First, may I offer my belated congratulations on your Emmy win for guest spot on ER in 2005.
Thank you.
I also see from your resume that you're devilishly handsome, but with a churning inner turmoil that's always ready to blow.
I enjoy what I do. Is that a crime?
Not yet, it isn't. But is this what's coming for you, Mr. Lorita? Exploiting tiny, helpless bees that you haven't even rehearsed your part and learned your lines, sir?
Watch it, Benson. I could blow right now.
That isn't a good fella. That's a bad fella.
Suddenly upset, he tries to smash Barry with his Emmy statue. Why doesn't someone just step on this little creep? We all go home. You're all thinking it. Suck it.
Order in the court. Order, I say. Mr. Lorita, please sit down. The reaction from the press is harsh. The headlines in New York Telegram is Sue Bee. The New York Post reads, Bees to humans. Buzz off. And the Daily Variety reports, studio dumps Lolita project, slams door on the unlawful entry to. That evening, in Vanessa's apartment. Well, I just think it was awfully nice of that bear to pitch in like that.
I'm telling you, I think the jury's...
Are we doing everything right? You know, legally?
I'm a floor.
Right. Well, here's to a great team.
To a great team.
Both Toast and Ken enters the apartment.
Well, hello.
Oh, Ken.
Hello.
I didn't think you were coming.
No, I was just a little late. I tried to call, but the battery...
I didn't want all this to go to waste, so I called Barry. Luckily, he was free.
Yeah. Oh, that was lucky.
Well, there's still a little left. I could heat it up.
Yeah, heat it up, sure, whatever. So I hear you're quite a tennis player. I'm not much for the game myself. I find the ball a little grabby.
That's where I usually sit. Right there.
From the kitchen. Ken, Barry was looking at your resume, and he agreed with me that eating with chopsticks isn't really a special skill.
You don't think I see what you're doing? Hey, look, I know how hard it is finding the right job right now. We certainly do have that in common.
Do we?
Well, bees have 100% employment, of course, but the jobs we do are taking the crowd out.
That's just what I was thinking about doing. Ken reaches for a knife, pushing it off the table. He then bends down to pick it up.
Ken, I let Barry borrow your razor for his fuzz. I hope that's alright. Ken hits his head on the table and he straightens back up, then presses the apple cider bottle against his temple to soothe it.
I'm gonna go drain the old stinger.
Yeah, you do that. Barry flies a couple of loops in front of Ken as he heads to the bathroom, causing Ken to shake the bottle and get cider in his eyes. Barry grabs a small section of Variety magazine as he goes.
Huh, look at that. Barry tears off a small corner of the Variety magazine as he goes in. As Barry finishes up and washes his hands, Ken enters, carrying a huge magazine.
You known. I've just had it about had it with your little mind games.
What's that?
Italian Vogue. Curls up the magazine tight.
Mamma mia, that's a lot of pages.
It's a lot of ads.
Remember what Van said. Why is your life any more valuable than mine?
That's funny. I just can't seem to recall that. He whacks Barry with the magazine. He misses and knocks everything off the vanity. He grabs a can of air freshener. I think something stinks in here. He sprays at Barry.
I love the smell of flowers.
Yeah, you like the smell of flames?
Not as much. Ah! Barry flies in a circle. Ken, trying to stay with him, spins in place. There are flames outside the bathroom door. Ken slips on the Italian Vogue, falls backward into the shower, pulling down the shower curtain. The can hits him square in the head, followed by a shower curtain rod and the rubber ducky. Ken reaches back, grabs the handheld shower head. He whips around, looking for Barry. There's a water bug near the drain.
Hey, water bug, not taking sides. Barry's on the toilet tank. He comes out from behind a shampoo bottle, wearing a chapstick cap as a helmet.
Ken, look at me. I'm wearing a chapstick hat. This is pathetic. Ken is turning the hand shower nozzle from gentle to turbo to lethal.
I've got issues! Ken fires the water at Barry, knocking him into the toilet. The items from the vanity, emery board, lipstick, eye curler, etc. are in the toilet seat. Ken looks down at Barry. Well, a royal flush.
You're bluffing.
Am I?
Surf's up, dude.
Poo water!
That bowl is gnarly.
Except for those dirty yellow rings.
Kenneth, what are you doing?
You know what? I don't even like honey. I don't even eat it.
We need to talk. He's just a little bee.
I just heard, he's just a little guy. It fucked me up.
He's just a little bee. And he happens to be the nicest bee I've met in a long time.
Long time? What are you talking about? Are there other bugs in your life?
No, but there are other things bugging me in my life, and you're one of them.
Fine. Talking bees? No yogurt night? My nerves are fried from riding on this emotional roller coaster.
Goodbye, Ken.
Ugh.
Whew.
Ken exits and re-enters frame.
And for your information, I prefer sugar-free artificial sweeteners made by man.
I'm so sorry about all of that.
Ken re-enters ongoing. I know it's got an aftertaste. I like it. You know, I always felt there was some kind of weird barrier between Ken and me. I couldn't overcome it. Oh well.
Are you gonna be okay for the trial tomorrow?
Oh, I believe Mr. Montgomery is about out of ideas.
We would like to call Mr. Barry Benson B to the stand.
Now that's a good
No.
idea. Ooh.
No,
Did you want
bet.
to take Adam?
Nah, you're...
Now that's a good idea. You can really see why he's considered one of the best lawyers. Yeah. Layton?
Layton?
Like,
What
who-
the fuck is
who-
What is this?
Is this really bad double spacing? What is this?
I don't know. Let me try and take this. Layton, you gotta weave some magic with this jury, or it's gonna be all over. Oh, don't worry, Mr. Gamel. The only thing I have to do is turn this jury around, is to remind them of what they don't like about B. You got tweezers? Are you allergic? Only to losing, son. Only to losing. Mr. Benson B, I'll ask you what we all like to know. What exactly is your relationship to that woman?
We're friends.
Good friends?
Yes.
How good?
What?
Do you live together?
Wait a minute, this isn't about...
Are you her little bed bug?
Hey, that's not the kind of...
I've seen a bee documentary or two. Now, from what I understand, doesn't your queen give birth to all bee children in that hive?
Yeah, but...
So those aren't even your real parents.
Oh, Barry. Yes, they are.
Hold me back! You're an illegitimate bee, aren't you, Benson?
He's denouncing bees!
And don't y'all date your cousins? Objection.
I'm gonna pincushion this guy. Adam, don't! It's what he wants!
Oh, I'm hit. Oh, Lord, I'm hit.
Order, please!
The venom is coursing through my veins.
Mr. Montgomery!
I've been felled by a winged beast of destruction. You see, you can't treat them like equals. They're striped savages. Stinging's the only thing they know. It's their way.
Adam, stay with me.
I can't feel my legs.
Take it easy.
Oh, what an angel of mercy will come forward to suck the poison from my heaving buttocks.
Please, I will have order in this court. Order! Please!
The case of the honeybees versus the human race took a pointed turn. Against the bees yesterday when one of their... What the fuck? Did they give up?
I think it's the case, turn point, legal team, stung Leighton T. Montgomery. Now here's the dawn with day 5. And then I don't know where it picks up because it's
it just
so
keeps
chopped.
going.
Is this the rest of the script? Oh, no, there's a couple. Wait a minute. What the
Hold
fuck?
on. Technical difficulties. Yeah, dude, this sucker just gives up the ghost. You fucks, with your wiki, have had 5 years to get this shit together.
Like, there's another website that I saw, but it doesn't have any of the names. It's just dialogue. Let me see if I can find another one.
Oh, this may have gotten tits up here. So while Perry secures us the back third of the B-movie script, how are you guys doing, chat? Let me catch up with a little bit. Why does Vanessa sound horny, Nepsy? So I don't actually remember how this came about, but early on, before we started streaming, Perry and I decided that we were going to swap lead lady and lead B roles. So I would do Vanessa and she would dedicatedly do Barry. And then so like I just thought it would be funny to like ASMR the first line of Vanessa. And so it just stuck. And so I've just been ASMRing accidentally horny posting as Vanessa throughout all of this.
I am not having luck finding non-copy pasta variants of this script.
Joe Swanson gets a losing hand. Barry and Vanessa bear a child together. Do you live together? Do you rob stores together? Horatius does good horny Vanessa. Thanks, Eyeshadow. I don't horny post very often, especially while like, on stream. It's just not my brand. Plus, I think that like sex sells is kind of a shallow business ploy. You caught me off guard as all. That's totally understandable. It should. That was debatably half the point. Not gonna lie, horny Vanessa makes me feel weird. I mean, yeah, probably should. Like uncomfortable weird? Well, I legitimately apologize if I made you not feel super great with this whole thing.
I am not having luck.
Okay. So how do you want to handle this?
Like it picks up later. Like the
last...
last...
but for like a few seconds.
I was about to say for like the last 5 seconds of the movie.
Yeah.
where like, you know, it's literally like the epilogue sequence where Adam doesn't die, apparently. Spoilers.
Hey. I don't know, I guess we're just gonna have to... to skip scene. Well, if we skip it, this skips the rest of the court case is the problem.
Yeah, it's like literally the climax of the fucking movie gets skipped.
Yeah, because it's like the formatting went all wonky.
Yeah.
And then they just stopped giving us the names of who's talking.
Right. So we don't really know like how to rock this, you know? Like if it was just Perry or just myself reading it, it would obviously not be too big of an issue. We could keep, you know, just reading the whole thing out, but...
Yeah.
See, the only reason I feel bad about this is that, like, we were like, oh man, this is perfect. And like, I don't know about you, Perry, but before we went live, I like seeked through the entire scroll wheel and then like didn't notice this segment near the very end because I only got like, you know, halfway through it, and I was like, oh, okay, this is perfect.
Yeah,
I didn't expect this thing to shit to bed in the
and
last 20 minutes.
I guess it didn't load the chunk that was this when I skimmed through it.
I guess. Throw a kick in the pants. It's put in initials. It's not. Napsy, like maybe you're seeing something different, but like after the judge goes, please, can I have order in the court? Order, please. It's just like just raw sentences.
I see the dashes, which is insinuating when someone else is talking.
Right, but we have no idea who that is.
Like, I don't know where this thank you comes from, because I can read the case of the honeybees versus the human race took a pointed turn against the bees yesterday when one of their legal teams stung Leighton T. Montgomery. Now here's the dawn with 5 Day. And then I think thank you is supposed to be after that because that's the news station. And then hey buddy is Barry talking to Adam.
Hey, is there much pain? Yeah. I just by itself is the letter I with like 4 like ellipses.
Yeah, the I blew the whole case, didn't I? Is probably Barry, and then doesn't matter. Like,
well, no, I blew the whole case as Adam because he stung the lawyer.
Oh, right.
So Barry goes, it doesn't matter. The important thing is you're still alive. You could have died. So like we could like meticulously piece this shit together, but
yeah, we can do context clues. It's gonna get a little fickle if Vanessa comes back. So we'll just pick it up from there. So hey buddy.
Hey.
Is there much pain?
Yeah. I blew the whole case, didn't I?
It doesn't matter. The important thing is you're alive. Could have died.
I'd be better off dead. Look at me. They got it from the cafeteria. They got it from downstairs. It's a tuna sandwich. Like, look, there's a little celery still on it.
What was that like? Sting someone?
I can't explain it. It was all adrenaline and then ecstasy.
All right.
You think it was all a trap?
Of course. I'm sorry. I flew us right into this.
What were you thinking? Look at us. We're just a couple of bugs in this world.
What do you think the humans will do to us if they win?
I don't know.
I hear they put roaches in motels. That doesn't sound too bad.
Adam, they check in, but they don't check out.
Oh my.
Say, could you get a nurse to close that window?
Why?
The smoke.
Bees don't smoke.
Right. Bees don't smoke.
Bees don't smoke, but some bees are smoking.
Adam, that's it. That's our case.
Is it? It's not over?
Oh, this is Barry here.
Oh. No, get up, get dressed. I've got to go somewhere. You get back in that court and stall. Stall any way you can.
And assuming you've done step 29 correctly, you're ready for the tub. Mr. Flamen. Yes, Your Honor. Where is the rest of your team? Well, Your Honor, it's interesting. You know, bees are trying to fly kind of haphazardly, and as a result, quite often they don't make very good time. I actually heard this pretty funny story about a bee.
Your Honor, haven't these ridiculous bugs taken up enough of this court's valuable time? How much longer are we going to allow these absurd shenanigans to go on for? They have presented no compelling evidence to support their charges against my clients, who have all run perfectly legitimate businesses. I move to complete dismissal of the entire case.
Mr. Flamen, I'm afraid I'm going to have to consider Mr. Montgomery's motion.
But you can't! We have a terrific case!
Where's your proof? Where's the evidence? Show me the smoking gun.
Hold it, Your Honor. You want a smoking gun? Here's your smoking gun.
What is that?
It's a bee smoker.
What's this? This harmless little contraption? This wouldn't hurt a fly, let alone a bee.
Members of the jury, look at what has happened to us bees who have never been asked, smoking or non. Is this what nature intended for us? To be forcibly addicted to these smoke machines and man-made wooden slaps on work camps? Living out our lives as honey slaves to the white man?
Okay, B-movie. What are you playing to? He's playing the species card.
Lady and gentlemen, please free the bees! Free the bees!
Free the bees!
Free the bees!
Free the bees! The court finds in favor of the bees!
Vanessa, we won!
Yay. I knew you could do it. High five. Sorry.
I'm okay. Vanessa, do you know what this means? All the honey is finally gonna belong to the bees. Now we won't have to work so hard all the time.
This is an unholy perversion of the balance of nature, Benson. You'll regret this. Barry, how much honey do you think is out there?
Alright, one at a time.
Barry, who are you wearing?
My sweater is Ralph Lauren, and I have no pants.
What if Montgomery's right?
What do you mean?
We've been living the bee way for a long time, 27 million years.
Congratulations on your victory. What is your demand as a settlement? First, we're going to demand a complete shutdown of all bee work camps. Then we want back the honey that was ours to begin with, every last drop. We demand an end to the glorification of the bear as anything more than a big, smelly, big-headed, bad, breath-stinking machine.
We're all aware of what they do in the woods.
Wait for my signal.
Take him out.
We'll have him nauseated for a few hours, then he'll be fine.
And we'll no longer tolerate bee-negative nicknames.
But it's
just good.
But it's just a prance about stage name. Perry, I sent you something with formatting. Oh?
Do we have... Did Kivo save us?
Oh, I have to turn off my ad blocker on this website. Let me...
Ew.
Oh, this one has a lot of pages to it, though.
I mean, we're pretty much at the end of this here. Do you just want to power through?
Oh, is this the actual PDF?
Oh, wow.
Okay. I'm sending this to you, Horatius.
Okie dokie.
Okay, we are on page 52.
I do often forget that this movie is, like, notably fucking short.
Yeah, we're on page 52.
Eyes up, Guardian.
Thank you, Kibo. Thank you so much.
Thanks for the bailout, Keebs.
Also, welcome, Firehawk. Thank you for the follow. Welcome.
Welcome, Firehawk806. All right. Let's see here. All right. I'm gonna go back to Montgomery saying, "Benson, you'll regret this." Montgomery leaves, and Barry goes outside the courtroom. Several reporters start asking Barry questions. Oh, and then
I was about to say,
it's blank. These were supposed to be ad-lib lines. Son of a whore.
But we'll just say that he does the thing. Okay. Barry flies outside with the paparazzi, and Adam and Vanessa stay back.
Adam, flash forward in time, and Barry is talking to a man. As a settlement?
Camps. As Barry is talking, we see a montage of men putting closed tape over the worker camps and freeing the bees in the crappy apartments. Every last drop. Men in suits are all pushing the honey off the table and into carts. More? Oh.
What's up?
See a statue of a bear-shaped honey container being pulled down. We're well aware of what they do in the woods. We see Winnie the Pooh sharing his honey with Piglet in the crosshairs of a high-tech sniper rifle.
Jesus fuck. Out.
Does this script look weird to you?
So what this is so because we're not seeing the footage, like this is like snap cut to Barry like doing big actions. So it's like we go to like camps and Barry's like pointing at the apiaries, and then men are like putting the closed tape sign. Every last drop, and it's like dudes like getting the honey off the shelves. And he goes, "More!" And it's like them knocking the thing over.
Okay, yeah, I get you.
They clap witty. Yeah, man, they put poo in the ground.
Barry, Mr. Sting is sitting at home until he's taken out of his house by men in suits.
I'm just a musician.
And la-dee-da, human tea time snack garnishments. An old lady is mixing honey into her tea when suddenly men in suits smash her face down onto the table and take the honey.
Old lady, a honey truck pulls up to Barry's hive. Worker, tons of honey are being pumped into hive storage.
Bee worker number 1. Past 3 cups and there's gallons coming. I think we need to shut it down.
Production!
Dean, the bees all leave their stations. 2 bees run into the room and they put their keys into a machine.
2 worker bees dramatically turn their keys, which opens the button which they press, shutting down the honey-making machines. This is the first time that it has ever happened.
Flash forward in time, and a bee is just about to jump into a pool full of honey.
The bee gets stuck in a honey, and we get a short montage of bees leaving work. We see the pollen jocks flying out, but one of them gets a call on his antenna.
Mission abort.
Pollen jock 1, base. Pollen jocks fly back to the hive. We get a time lapse of Central Park slowly wilting away as the bees all relax.
Man, it's all coming together.
I gotta tell you, Barry, didn't think it would work.
The entire street is deserted. I think we did the right thing.
And I heard your Uncle Carl said he was on the way to San Antonio with a cricket.
With the cricket again?
Wouldn't it? It's the greatest thing in the world. I was excited to be a part of making it. This was my new desk. This was my new job. I wanted to do it really well, and now I can't. Flash forward in time, and Barry's talking to Vanessa.
Lives would be better. They're doing nothing. It's amazing. Honey really does change people. I don't know if this is libbed or not.
I don't know. I have no idea.
This one's also missing part of the script. Fuck!
God damn it.
I think we might be better with the other one because at least it has...
all of the lines.
It has the lines. You just gotta... Is it bad? Why is this... I don't know why this is so difficult. Hello, Ravage. Okay, Like, I scrolled down briefly to where we were at, and suddenly they're in a cockpit? Okay, let's see here. Where were we? Shit, where were we?
Right. So, just Control F. At least we got our honey back.
Got our honey. Okay.
I heard your uncle Carl was on his way to San Antonio with a cricket.
At least we got our honey back.
Yeah, but sometimes I think, what if humans liked our honey? Who wouldn't?
It's the greatest thing in the world. I was excited to be part of making it.
This is my new desk. This is my new job. I wanted to do it really well, and now I just can't. I think it's you.
Is it? Because I'm looking for the dashes where it stops.
It's not happening, man.
Okay. I don't understand why they're not happy.
We have so much now.
I thought their lives would be better.
They're doing nothing. It's amazing. Honey really changes people.
You don't have any idea what's going on, do you?
What did you want to show me?
This. Barry, what happened here?
That's not the half of it.
Oh no. Oh my, they're all wilting.
Doesn't look very good, does it?
No.
And whose fault do you think that?
You know, I'm gonna guess probably the bees.
Bees?
Specifically me?
I guess I didn't think that bees not needing to make honey would affect all these other things.
I think it might actually be you.
Oh, yeah. Specifically me. I guess I didn't think that bees not needing to make honey would affect all these other things. And it's not just flowers, it's fruits, vegetables. They all need bees.
Well, that's our whole SAT test right there. So you take away the procedure that affects the entire animal kingdom. And then, of course...
Human species?
So if there's no more pollination...
It could just all go south from here, couldn't it? And I know this is also partially my fault. What about a suicide pact?
How would we do it?
I'll sting you, you step on me.
Oh yeah, that just kills you twice.
Right.
Listen, Barry. Sorry, but I've gotta get going.
I just had to open my mouth and talk. Vanessa? Vanessa, why are you leaving? Where are you going?
To the final Tournament of Roses parade in Pasadena.
I think
They've
the next
moved
two
it
are
up.
yours.
They've moved it up to this weekend because all the flowers are dying. It's the last chance I'll ever have to see it.
Vanessa, I just want to say I'm sorry. I never meant for it to turn out like this.
I know. Me neither.
Tournament of Roses. Roses can't do sports.
That's still you.
I think it's something between him and his mom and dad, right?
Wait a minute. Roses?
Roses?
Roses!
Vanessa!
Roses?
Barry?
You got it.
Roses are... Roses are
Yeah.
flowers, yes they are.
Yes, they are.
Oh, okay. Flowers, bees, pollen.
I know. That's why this is the last parade.
Maybe not. Could you ask him to slow down?
Could you slow down? Barry.
Okay, I made a huge mistake. This is a total disaster, and it's all my fault.
Yes, it kind of is.
I've ruined the planet, and I just wanted to help you.
Do you?
Oh. I just wanted to help you with your flower shop. Instead, I've made it worse.
Actually, it's completely closed down.
Oh, I thought maybe you were remodeling. Nevertheless,
No.
I have another idea, and it's greater than all of my previous ideas combined.
I don't want to hear it.
Alright, here's what I'm thinking. They have roses, the roses have pollen. I know every bee, plant, flower bud in this park. All we gotta do is they've gotta get back here and we gotta give it what we got.
Bee.
Park.
Pollen.
Flowers.
Repollination.
How's everyone's sanity from the script reading? We're getting there. Across the nation. All right, Tournament of Roses. Pasadena, California. They've got nothing but flowers. Floats, cotton candy, security will be tight. But I have an idea. Vanessa Bloom, FTD. Official floral business? It's real.
That's a nice brooch, by the way.
Thank you. It was a gift.
Then, once we're inside, we'll just pick the right float.
How about the princess and the pea?
Yeah,
I could be the princess and
yeah, I think.
you could be
I've...
the pea.
Yeah, I got it.
Sorry I'm late. Where should I sit?
What are you?
Oh, you're right.
Oh, wait, no. I believe I'm a pea. BP?
Yeah, you got it.
It's supposed to be under the mattress.
Not in this fairy tale, sweetheart. I'm going to talk to the marshal.
Barry, you can pollinate me any day. Let's see what this baby can do.
Hey, what are you doing?
And all we do is blend in with the traffic without arousing suspicion. And then once we're at the airport, there's no stopping us.
Stop! Security!
Did you and your insect pack your own float? Yes.
Has that float been in your possession the entire time?
Would you please remove your shoes and everything's in your pockets?
Can you remove your stinger, sir?
That's part of me.
I know, just having some fun. Enjoy your flight.
Then, if we're lucky, we'll have just enough pollen to do the job.
Can you believe how lucky we are? We have just enough pollen to do the job.
I think this is gonna work, Vanessa.
It's got to work.
Attention, passengers. This is Captain Scott. I'm afraid we have a bit of a bad weather in the New York area, and it looks like we're going to be experiencing a couple of hours delay.
Barry, these are cut waters with no flower. They'll never make it.
Good night, Nepsy.
See you, bud.
I've got to get up there and talk to these guys.
Be careful.
Hey, can I get some help with this Sky Mall magazine? I'd like to order the talking inflatable nose with the ear trimmer.
Excuse me, Captain. I've got a real situation here.
What'd you say, Hal?
I didn't say anything.
B! No, don't freak out. There's a chance that my entire species...
What are you doing? Stop!
Wait a minute, I'm an attorney.
Who's an attorney?
Don't move.
Oh, Barry.
Good afternoon, passengers. This is your captain speaking. Would a Miss Vanessa Bloom in 24B please report to the cockpit and hurry?
What happened here?
I tried to talk to them, and then there was a dustbuster and a toffee and a life raft exploded, and now there's one bald, there's one in a boat, and they're both unconscious.
Is that another bee joke?
No! No one's flying the plane!
This is JFK Control Tower Flight 356. What's your status?
This is Vanessa Bloom, a florist from New York.
Where's
Where's
the pilot?
He's unconscious, and so is the co-pilot.
That's not good. Is there anyone aboard who has flight experience?
This is Barry.
As a matter of fact, there is.
Who's that?
Barry Benson.
From the honey trial? Oh, great.
Vanessa, this is nothing more than a big metal bee. It's got giant wings, huge engines.
I can't fly a plane.
Why not? Is it John Travolta a pilot?
Yes.
How hard could it be?
Wait a minute, Barry. We're headed into some lightning.
This is Bob Bumble. We have some late breaking news from the JFK airport where a very suspenseful scene is developing. Barry Benson, fresh off his stunning legal victory,
That's Barry.
is now attempting to land a plane full of people, flowers, and an incapacitated flight crew.
Flowers?
Well, we have an electrical storm in the area, and 2 individuals at the controls of a jumbo jet with absolutely no flight experience.
Just a minute, Mr. Dirchwater. There's a honeybee on that plane.
I'm quite familiar with
No, you're good.
I'm quite familiar with Mr. Benson's work and his no-account compadres.
They haven't done enough damage already.
But isn't he your only hope right now?
Come on. Technically, a bee shouldn't be able to fly at all. Their wings are too small and their bodies are too big.
Hey, hold on a second. Haven't we heard this a million times?
The surface area of the wings and the body mass doesn't make sense.
Get this on air.
You got it.
Stand by.
We're going live.
Mr. Ditchwater, the way we work may be a mystery to you because making honey takes a lot of bees doing a lot of small jobs, but let me tell you something about small jobs. If you do it really well, it makes a big difference. More than we realized. To us, to everyone. That's why I want bees back to doing what we do best, working together. That is the bee way. We are not made out of jello. We are behind a fellow, black and yellow.
Hello! Left, right, down, hover.
Forget hover. You know what? This isn't so hard. Beep, 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 beep.
Barry, what happened?
Wait a minute. I think we're on autopilot that whole time.
That might have been helping me.
And now we're not.
Well,
Well,
turns
then.
out you got it.
Well then, it turns out that I cannot fly a plane.
All of you, get behind this fellow. Move it out.
Move out?
Our only chance is if we do what I do and you copy me with the wings of the plane.
You don't have to yell.
I'm not yelling. We happen to be in a lot of trouble here.
Very hard to concentrate with the panicky tone in your voice.
It's not a tone. I'm panicking.
I don't think I can do this. Oh wait, that was Vanessa.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do that.
Vanessa, pull yourself together. Listen to me. You've got to snap out of it.
You
snap
snap
out of it.
You snap out of it.
You snap out of it.
You snap out of it.
You snap out of it.
You snap out of it.
You snap.
Hold it.
Why? Come on, it's my turn.
How's the plane flying?
I don't know.
Hello?
Mr. Benson, have you got any flowers for a happy occasion in there?
The pollen jocks.
They do get behind a fellow.
Black and yellow.
Hello.
All right, you two, what do we say we drop this tin can on the back blacktop?
What blacktop? Where? I can't see anything. Can you?
No, nothing. It's all cloudy.
Come on, you gotta think bee, Barry. Thinking bee.
Thinking
Thinking
bee.
bee.
Thinking bee.
Thinking bee. Thinking bee. Wait a minute, I'm feeling something.
What?
I don't know, but it's strong. And it's pulling me. Like a 27 million year old instinct. Bring the nose of the plane down.
Bee.
Thinking bee. Thinking
Thinking
bee.
bee.
Bob Bumble. Bob Bumble. Uh-huh.
What in the world is on that tarmac?
Someone get some lights on that. Thinking bee. Thinking
Thinking
bee.
bee.
Vanessa, aim for the flower.
Okay.
Out the engines.
Out the engines.
We're going on bee power. Ready, boys?
Affirmative.
Good, good. Easy now. That's it.
Land on the flower.
Ready, boys? Give me a full reverse.
Spin it around.
Not that flower, the other flower.
Which flower?
That flower. I'm aiming at the flower.
There's a fat guy in a flowered shirt. I mean, the giant black and yellow flower pulsating. Made of millions of bees.
Pull forward. Nose down. Bring your tail up.
Rotate around it.
This is insane, Barry.
This is the only way I know how to fly.
Am I
cuckoo?
Good, this is you.
Am I cuckoo-cuckoo, or is this plane flying like an insect-like pattern?
Get your nose down in there. Don't be afraid of it. Smell it. Full reverse.
Easy. Just drop it. Be a part of it.
Aim for the center.
Now drop it in. Drop it in, woman.
Come on already. Barry, we did it. You taught me how to fly.
Yeah. No high five.
Right. Barry, it worked. Did you see the giant flower?
What giant flower? Where? Of course I saw the giant flower. That was a genius, man. Genius.
Thank you. But we're not done yet.
Listen, everyone. This runway is covered with every last pollen from the last flowers available from anywhere on Earth. That means this is our last chance. The only ones who can make honey, pollinate flowers, and dress like this. If we're going to survive as a species, this is our moment. So what do you say? Are we going to be bees or just a museum natural history keychains?
We're bees!
Keychain! Then everyone, follow me. Except for Keychain.
Hold on, Barry. Here, you've earned this. Places a pollen jock jacket on Barry, and the 3 pollen jocks cheer Vanessa, while Vanessa gives him a thumbs up.
Yay.
I'm a pollen jock, and it's the perfect fit. All I gotta do are the sleeves. The pollen jock tosses Barry a nectar pack. Oh yeah.
Proudly.
That's our Barry! Martin nods proudly in agreement.
Mom, the bees are back.
If anyone needs to make a call, now's the time.
Got a feeling we'll be working late tonight.
Here's your charge. Have a great afternoon. Yep, who can I help with? Who's next?
Would you like some honey with that? It's bee approved. Don't forget these.
Milk, cream, cheese, it's all me, and I don't see a nickel.
Sometimes I feel like a piece of meat.
I had no idea.
Barry, I am so sorry. You got a moment?
Would you excuse me? My mosquito associate here will be able to help you.
Sorry I'm late.
He's a lawyer too?
I was already at blood-sucking parasite. All I needed was a briefcase.
Have a good afternoon.
Barry, I just got this huge tulip order for a wedding and I can't get them anywhere.
No problem, Vanny. Just leave it to me.
You're a lifesaver, Barry. Can I help? Who's next? Who's next?
Alright, scramble jocks. It's time to fly.
Thank you, Barry.
Ken sees a sign that says Vanessa and Barry, flowers, honey, and legal advice, and becomes disgusted. Ugh, that bee is ruining my life, or is living my life.
Andy, guiding Ken protectively. Let it go, Kenny.
When will this nightmare end?
Let it go.
Barry, beautiful day to fly.
Pollen Jock, sure is.
Between you and me, I was dying to get out of that office.
Adam, you've got to start thinking bee, my friend. Thinking bee.
Bee?
Thinking bee, thinking bee. Get smart and start thinking bee.
Gee.
Flying here and buzzing there.
I'm loving the views.
Listen to me, cousin. Every buzzer's got to must use to be a bee.
Or not to be.
Start thinking bee. Barry, you got no occupation.
What? You mean like pollination?
Hey now, that's thinking bee.
Start thinking bee.
Listen to me, fella. Ain't you been on a tour? Can't stripes of black and yellow?
I just want to be sure.
To be a bee.
Start thinking bee. Can't I wait and see?
No, Barry, that's not meant to be. Be a busy little bee, not a tizzy little bee.
Alright, hold it. Let's just stop for a second. Hold it.
What's it like to be thinking?
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry, everyone. Can we stop here?
Oh, Barry.
I'm not making major life decisions in the middle of a huge musical production number.
All right.
Take 10, everybody. Wrap it up, guys. I have virtually no rehearsal for that.
Roll credits.
Just as we had no rehearsal for what we just did. But we did it.
What a shit show.
Oh, man. I couldn't keep up with that last bit. It was just yelling words at that point.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100%.
But we did it. It is done.
Wait, howdy.
It is done.
And how?
What's wrong, Ravage? You're not a fan of thinking bee?
Mmm.
Yeah, that was, We had a good set going until the script
It fell
went
apart.
missing. Man.
Eyes up, Guardian.
Whew. Iron Mouse's left pinky toe. Thank you for the follow.
Ew.
How are you?
I hate it.
B- script. That script hurt me in my bones. Like I feel bad, Ravage, because you showed up roughly at the time where the script got decimated. Like, we had a good start. We had a really good start. But after midway through the court case, it fell apart.
Yeah.
But there we go. One more Lap of Love Redeem complete this month. We have the drunk stream that's going to be happening next week with ᴄᴇᴅɪᴛs.
Ooh.
I don't think that's your guys' fault.
No, but we could have prevented this with any amount of preparation.
Yeah, I literally was looking for the script after I got off of stream with Kibo and Konga before I started dinner, and that was the quickest thing I could come up with.
And to be fair, I completely forgot we were even doing this today, so, you know.
I was talking to Kibo about that because, like, Kagu beats me verbally every time for doing this. Is I'll make plans, and then once the plans are confirmed between me and another individual, I don't ever go through to, like, confirm the day before or the day of.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a really bad habit I have. I need to get better at doing that, but...
Well, we did it like...
As a reminder.
We did this in, like, pretty perfectly 2 hours.
Yeah, it did not take as long as I thought it was going to. I was actually a little worried.
Sure.
Shower thought cheese is solid milk. You're not wrong.
Yep.
I'm late but still at work, but ayo, Nanashi! The boy!
Welcome, welcome, everyone. It's good to see you guys here at the back end of the script.
We just finished the B-movie script.
Poof, watch the VOD. Like, do yourself a favor, watch the VOD. It's fucking hilarious.
It's worth it, I promise. But, Monday, we'll be doing the drunk, spooky stream. As of right now, we're only doing Phasmo. I don't know if we're going to do a couple of other games as well. I know, myself and ᴄᴇᴅɪᴛs had talked about probably doing Uno. But Monday, I still need to figure out a time, because I think I want to do it, later in the evening as well, because I don't want to drink too terribly early.
Yeah.
Eyes up, Guardian.
I have to fully confess something.
Mm-hmm.
You shouted out Nana, and so I clicked on their username and like instinctively clicked the follow button when it popped up in a separate tab, and then unfollowed them by doing that because I was already following them.
Oh.
So I refollowed. So sorry, Nana, the Lala, about the notification you probably just got hit with.
Thank you, Dumb Egg Yolk, for the follow. Hi there, just supporting small streamers throughout the streaming career. Have a nice night or day. Don't let the haters get to you and be chill. Absolutely.
Heck yeah.
Thank you so much.
Take care now. Bye-bye then.
But, I think that's one of the last few things that was on the redeem list. I think we're pretty much narrowing it down. It's the drunk stream, and then a couple of art pieces left over before the month ends, and then I am finally caught up.
Awesome.
And I posted it about Twitter a little while back, like last week. But the next donation thing I'm doing is going to be throughout the entire month of December, which will be the next charity thing we'll work on. So that's exciting. But
Perry, let me ask you a hard hitter.
yes.
Am I a bad content creator for not having done any charity events yet?
Absolutely not. I think doing charity events is all in good mannerisms, I think. It's something that obviously no one's going to ever bash you for doing something for charity. But it's absolutely not something that is 100% necessary to do. It's not something that makes you any different of a content creator. Rather, you do one when you start or do one later on down the road when you're more developed.
That's kind of where my brain's at on that. Not to like get into a whole thing. Is like I'm still pretty small, which is not like a complaint. I love the community that I've started.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like if I ran a charity event and all I had to show for it was like $35 at the end of it, I'd feel really shitty being like, here, random charity, here's $1. Like, I don't know. I'd feel really self-conscious about it.
Well, here's the thing. Like, like I said, no one's ever going to shit on somebody for doing a charity stream, right?
Right.
And one thing that I think gets mixed in with this merit is we know people who do charity streams, and we know a lot of streamers, it's either the subathon stuff or it's a charity stream. It's one or the other, like every hit or miss.
Mm-hmm.
And admittedly, I'm gonna roll back to the topic of why I'm just so not very highly interested in the VTuber community. Is people use it for clout, and it's a shameful way to do things. Like people, you're never gonna get shamed for doing something for a charity, but if you're very small. Right? If you're very, very small and your intent is people will like me more or people will be more reluctant to follow if I do a charity stream, you're not doing it for the charity.
Yeah.
And I don't like that mentality.
That's the whole thing, right? Is like doing a good thing because it is a good thing to do rather than doing a good thing so that people perceive me as good.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't think it makes you any different of a content creator. I don't think it makes you any worse, any better than anyone. When you're comfortable with it and you have an audience where you know you can make a merit off of it and make a difference. And honestly, making a difference is as doing something that's triple digit to something that's spectacular, honestly. Like if your first fundraiser or charity is like $100, cut even.
Right.
That's still $100 that charity didn't have, and it's something that you could say that you and your community came up with. I absolutely was not intending to even hit the goal of the Lap of Love charity. I wasn't. I absolutely was not ready to even meet the $500 goal. I thought that was pushing it, so I had a lot of ridiculous ideas for stretch goals and shit, because I thought I would never make it that far.
Right.
I just wanted to make enough of a difference because it was something that was very important to me. Like Lap of Love did a lot of stuff for me this year, and I wanted to do something in a way to just kind of repay that and pay it forward, because being in that kind of situation is terrible. And just like right now, KB Alpha is doing the Trevor Project fundraiser, which for anyone who isn't familiar with what the Trevor Project is, I highly recommend doing like 5 minutes of research. It is one of probably the better quantity of LGBTQ charities that really help young youth, whether they're confused or not welcome in their families or anything like that. Like, it helps.
Just don't have resources or anything.
Yeah, it's a huge resource for people that are stuck in that kind of development. And like, my sister's been through it. Like, it's just between that, and then you have September, which is Suicidal Awareness Month. Like, there's a ton of things that can be out there to be helpful. Yeah, if you're genuinely wanting to do something that makes a difference and be helpful, $50, $100, $1,000, like, that's money that wasn't there before. So I don't think it makes you any less of a person for not having done it yet. I think a lot of people realistically probably spend the first year of getting into streaming just figuring out streaming. Like, I'm still learning things. Like,
oh boy, howdy, yeah.
I have myself in these positions where I do not like standing still. Like, standing still is something I cannot do, which I always have people saying, like, wow, how do you have time to do anything else? Because every time I talk to you, you're doing this, you're doing that, you have this plan and all this shit. And I'm like, I have to keep moving. And while I can't do as many events as I want to, because I don't have the time to do it, having charities or donos or whatever the fuck just helps me kind of keep my own mental. And I figured it was a really good way to celebrate my 6th month. So
yeah,
it was definitely me celebrating something that was very special to me while still benefiting something that was very close to me. And that's all in a personal value. Like, if you don't want to do charities, period, because it takes a lot of effort, and you want to have something that gives back to people so they can, have a reason to fund the charity, by all means. But it's the same way with these people who think they have to go through extravagant means and have a milestone for every $5 donated. Like, people will donate to a charity. People who want to do good will help you do good. You don't have to fucking sit there, break your legs, do a backflip, and eat a fucking jalapeno all at the same time to do,
Yeah.
I feel weird because when it comes to myself doing a charity stream, I do not feel strongly towards one cause, but I want to help everywhere where I can. The one thing I can stress is find something that's special to you personally.
Yeah.
Like, if you have a personal involvement, all the better to you. If you don't have any personal involvement in any charities, but you want to do a charity, please research, because there's a lot of scummy ass people out there.
Boy, howdy, yeah. You got to really make sure you're backing a good cause, because you'd hate to be like an hour and a half, or like, either like an hour and a half into the stream itself, or like weeks into the marketing and advertising for it, and then someone's like, "Hey, bud, didn't know if you knew this, but these people are like really problematic."
Like one of the strongest cases I can say is like the Salvation Army shit. Corrupt, absolutely corrupt.
Yeah, completely. Can't back those people.
What was the other big one? There was another big one that was like a children's charity that ended up being...
Oh, fuck. I can't remember it. But yeah, I got really up in arms about that for a while. Because they were like...
years back.
It was like Autism Speaks, was it?
I think so. I remember something. It was a thing that closed the case that they worked with autistic kids. Man, they did not see... They saw like 10%. 10% of the fucking... charity went to them, and the other 90 we don't know where it went.
Right. Yeah.
Like it was disgusing. I fucking hate people. I hate people.
So did you want to do anything else, or we kind of like just sort of chewing the fat?
I'm just vibing at this point, man.
Cool. Well, like I'm down to hang for out however long, but I'm running late to the bathroom, so I gotta be right back.
Hey, go. Like I said, Lap of Love was something that was very close and personal to me, and when I researched it and found out that they did in fact have a charity to help people in similar situations, I reached out via email. I talked to one of their receptors about it to say, hey, is it okay if I do this? Is all of this information correct? Like, if I put this on my stream as something that rotates every 30 minutes, I'm not giving the wrong information. They helped me with that. So the biggest thing I can say is just do your research. Don't be afraid to reach out. Get confirmation on stuff. Make sure you're not doing it for shitty people. And that's the other weird thing too, because like I want to do a subathon on October. I want to do big events, but I'm very awkward about big events. I want to do a subathon, which I typically don't like doing. I don't like instances where it's like I feel like I'm asking for money, but at the same time, like if streaming is going to be one of those career takes, gotta earn money somehow, right? Like,
all right, I'm back,
and I'm trying to use the subathon money for next month. Is going to be funding all of my projects between after October all the way up to my anniversary event, which I have a lot of stuff in store, but obviously not doing stuff for free is not something that happens.
You know, when is your anniversary event?
My anniversary event is going to be January 26th of next year. It'll be a whole year streaming.
Wow, I can't believe I've been doing this longer than you. Not by a lot, but...
I'm very excited. I have a lot of stuff stoked up for it. I have, I've been collecting little goodies for giveaways and stuff, and I'll probably do another, maybe not as much, but I'll do more artwork pieces and sending out postcard stuff to be a little, like, mano-y-mano, because, like, that stuff means a lot to me. Like, the fact that people support me and everything like that, I cannot stress enough how long it takes me to accept that kind of thing. And it genuinely means a lot to me. So I try to give back as much as I can without being too excessive about it, but not being, like, disingenuous about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is, again, why I'm just so I get really itchy when it comes to like subathons or donathons. Like obviously for subathons and stuff, I'm still gonna have stuff that gives back because I can't do that shit for quote unquote free. It's weird, but all the money that's gonna be going from the subathon on October is going to be helping me fund the artwork and the funding of buying some stuff to get ready for next year. So very exciting. Oh, is the 14th your yearly mark?
Yes, sir.
Oh my, I thought it was just some big ruse event that you were hyping up. I did not know it was your anniversary, sir.
12/14. Mark your calendars.
I will definitely have to make sure that I am available for that.
Yeah, it's not only my stream anniversary, it's also my birthday.
Oh, that's how mine works too.
Yep.
Easier to remember.
Yep.
And it also takes away from the dread. I'm getting older, but career.
Hey. Yeah, I don't know about you. I know that for me, I'm not comfortable with doing subathons and donathons and stuff like that. It's a very
weird, fickle place for me to be in. But to genuinely seal the deal that money is going into projects that's going to help me stream.
Right.
Like specifically, like I already know where that money's going. Regardless of how much money I make, I know where every little dime and penny is going to right now. So I'm a little less hectic about it. People who stream for like, we'll say that streamer's been up and running and they've been streaming for 2 months and then they do a subathon and I'm like,
yeah, what are you doing? Right. You're just gonna spend that shit on scabs, dude.
Between that and then you have the people who do them like every other month and I'm like,
yeah.
You can't, if you cannot do streaming as a hobby without begging for money, because that's what it turns into. It turns into begging. No one can tell me otherwise. You should not be doing streaming until you have a suitable influence of money that you can do it yourself.
Yep.
People who depend on their quote unquote fan base to continue their support when they know they're not in that demographic yet, it's such a poor mentality.
Well, and it's dangerous, you know? Like, I mean, I've been watching internet content creation for most of my, let's just say 2/3 of my life or something like that. Mm-hmm. And something that I've always thought, even the people that are particularly successful at it, right? Yeah. Is like, this is such a mercurial, volatile income, like when I work my IRL job as a mental health professional, I know by contract that the company that I work for is going to continue to employ me to some degree unless I shit the bed.
Yeah.
And that I'm going to reliably be able to look at my traditional income and be like, okay, I'm going to get this much money on this kind of a basis. And that's sort of, is how people have done shit for the most part for blah, blah, blah. But, with this whole streaming business and content creation, I mean, like, I don't know if this is like unwelcome here, but, just like to throw some shit out there, like some months of my streaming, I have made like $500 for the month. Mm-hmm. And that's not like unwelcome money. That's really great money. And it certainly helped the mountain home like stay, more afloat than it was going to, or if at all, during some of those touch and go times during the pandemic. But $500 in a month is not a lot of money for where Willow and I live, unfortunately. Yeah. So like even now, like, I mean, I have made only like a couple $100 or less in the recent months. Mm-hmm. So like, it's not, unless you really, really, really hustle. And as you already very, I think, ineloquently but appropriately put it, unless you like literally manipulate people and beg for donations and money, it's not a way to survive.
No, absolutely not. Like I stress this means like me and Nanashi talk about this a lot because, like I said, I very much enjoy people who share the same wavelength on this thing, and Nanashi is one of them. And we can go at it for hours talking about just how people cannot seem to grasp that. You have people who are like, oh, HoloLive and VStreamer have it so easy. Mm-hmm. They make bank on their streaming. They don't.
Yeah,
they don't. They do not make bank on the streaming.
Yep.
And I'm gonna break it down as to why. Take HoloLive example. There is not any of the HoloLive girls that don't have another profession, rather it was singing or drawing or literally acting. Like, these girls have had careers before they were picked out. And one of my favorite stories, period, is fucking ლიᴑᴜᴅɪᴛs worked 3 jobs before she even remotely got interested in music. She worked 3 jobs to move to Tokyo to start her music career, and then on top of her music career, that's when she got into HoloLive, and she still does music. It's not my business to say her other aliases if you don't already know. But she makes music. She still makes music. Music is her still go-to. HoloLive is a hobby / part-time for her. And people don't understand this. They see a VTuber / animation and they're like, aha, they're anime. They make money because they're anime. They don't. They're still real people who have still very real jobs.
So here's the thing that I think gets swept under the rug a lot when it comes to this whole conundrum. And that's because VTubing is a modernization from idol culture.
Yeah.
One of the things that's persisted in that transition is this lead curtain between the performance on stage and the guts and the gears behind it. Like what makes it happen. Because, and that has what?
I'm gonna stop you real quick. I did not realize this notification went off. The Booty Eater 76, thank you for the follow. If you have any relation to Booty Blaster 69 on Destiny, please let me know, because I have a message to reach out to this man. Continue. I'm sorry. I saw that on my timeline. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, no, that's totally worth it. That's hilarious. So because there's that like intentional lack of communication and transparency behind like the audience seeing the performance and the audience then seeing what has to happen for the performances to happen. Sounds like a man that loves to eat booty. I fucking hope so. So with that, the scale gets smaller because you and I, even as I would say relatively mid-tier to upper mid-tier VTubers in the streaming world, like even we, like there's still that even though it's broken down because we're smaller than HoloLive, there's still this like you motherfuckers in chat don't know what the fuck goes on behind here. Like, you have no idea what I go and do for a living and what I have to do to get ready for stream, or what Perry has to juggle to get their shit together. And it's a lot, and it's hard, and it's really, really trying. And that, like, one of the things that I talked about, not to totally shift gears here, but one of the things that I talked about with Willow a lot when I first started getting into this back in December of last year was, she was like, so how often do you stream? I broke it down, like, okay, I stream this amount of hours a week. She's like, okay, and what did you make last month? And I was like, this much. And she's like, okay, so joke's on you. You have a 24-hour live feed of you. Who do you think sends you cookies every month? Motherfucker, nobody sends me cookies every month. So
Horatius says if you're sending him cookies, you're sending him to the wrong fucking address.
Yeah. Did it go to a mountain? Because if not, you fucked up. It's literally a mountain. It's super easy. There's only so many of those. But she broke it down with me, and I was like, okay, like effectively, I make 12 cents an hour.
Yeah.
Not to mention all of the additional time of advertising and editing and social media presence maintenance and all that shit. So it's just so much that gets ignored or underappreciated or unaware of.
Yeah, like I can even break it down here, because this is one of those things that when I first started streaming, I felt I felt absolutely shitty for it. And it's not that I didn't like streaming, it's the fact that you have to sacrifice a lot if you're genuine about getting into streaming. And I've seen this plastered all over Twitter before by people who realize this. Streaming doesn't get you shit.
No.
Streaming is the low bar interest of making this a thing, period. Your whole value is going to come from your consistency, your content, your uploads, your merch, like anything that is of your demographic that you're working on. If you don't have a demographic, you're not gonna go anywhere. It's not gonna happen. And when I first started getting into streaming, like I first thought, 5 days a week, that'd be easy peasy. And I was uploading to YouTube before I even started streaming, because I was practicing on YouTube to do edits and to see if people even liked what I did. And I might have not have gotten like 100 or like 1,000 views on a video or anything, but the fact that I had a few views that weren't like friends was like, oh, that's really cool. And I started researching all the VTubing stuff, and I prepped for that from September 2020, and didn't even launch it until January 26th of 2021. Like, I did all this research and kept learning and tweaking and just figuring out what works and looking at statistics. I found ᴄʀᴇᴅɪᴛs when he first started posting stuff, and it was a world of help. And other people who would do the same thing and post their statistics there. And I'm like, wow, that's kind of cool and very, very helpful. And I started out at 5 days a week in streaming, while I was still maintaining a very part-time job of working elsewhere. And I would work in the mornings, come home, stream, and there would be points where I'm like, man, I don't want to like work and then stream. So I took my days off instead. So my days off became my streaming. So I no longer had days off because I spent streaming while I had my days on working. So as far as having like a whole 24-hour period where it was me, didn't exist anymore. So I drew it back, and I got my first Twitch payout, and the part-time job I was working at before COVID happened wasn't great. I didn't make a lot of money because there wasn't a lot to do. I was kind of like a person that they needed but didn't need. Like, I was a very optional position of where I was working at the time. And as soon as I got a Twitch payout that was the equivalent of what I made at my part-time, I talked to my husband and I made the decision. I'm like, hey, as of right now, for the first 2 months in a row, I've gotten the same payout from Twitch than I would working at this place. Would you be okay if I quit this place and then put all of my time into streaming to potentially make more here than I would be juggling between both, and then having to work about my mental draining, my physical draining, and all that stuff? And 4 days of streaming is a really good safe point for me, because I have 4 days in the week that I'm very consistent. But what people don't know is those 3 days that I'm off, there's only 1 day that I'm off. There's only 1 day. The other 2 days are literally spent rewatching VODs, flipping, editing, posting in queues, working on art commissions. Like, I'm constantly, like, days that I have off, everyone's like, hey, you want to play these games? Like, I don't play games on my day off, because I'm doing other things to keep myself afloat, because it's not just streaming. Like, streaming is the bottom barrel of what's gonna make or break you to have something that's not gonna burn you out, or something that's going to grow. So,
yeah, that's sort of like, having spent 9 months now doing this. I've sort of, when I was furloughed and unemployed thanks to the pandemic, I spent a lot of time being like, oh man, this is it for me. This is it, man. Babe, I'm going to be a streamer full time. I'm going to make some kind of scrap. It's going to be awesome. And then literally the fucking second I got a job working back in my field, which, like, not to sound like some sort of gift to humankind, but I derive so much fulfillment from doing psychological work or mental health work. It makes me so fucking happy that it's what's the Toy Story meme? I don't want to play with you anymore. It's not that I don't want to keep doing VTubing, because I definitely don't want to make that sound like that's the case. I definitely want to keep doing VTubing. But there was a point in my life, like within the past year, where I was like, oh man, this is it. I'm gonna ignore the $40,000 I accrued in student debt and the way too much time I spent in college making that debt happen, and do VTube, and then it's gonna be great. And then I literally slapped myself. I was like, oh no, I could do this part time, and I could do my real work part time. And then sort of where I am now is like, I think I'm just gonna stream like 3-ish times a week and keep doing it because it's fun, because I enjoy it, and it's a great hobby, and I love the people that I've met like you in this process. You guys are fantastic, and fuck it. Like if I make it big, if this becomes like huge and I get really popular, or if I viral or some other bullshit, that'll be fucking swag. But I'm not gonna hold out hope for it. I'm not gonna pray or count my coins. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. I'm just gonna keep doing it because it's fun. I'm just gonna keep doing it because it brings me happiness. And I think that anybody who's listening to this little conversation that Perry and I are having can derive anything from it. It's, if you don't have your fucking heart in this, don't fucking bother.
Yeah, that's like everybody. I know it's recently been on Twitter, the whole VTuber flip rate. Like we're having a lot of people who are quote unquote quitting. We have a lot of people who are quote unquote graduating, which is one of the things that me and Anashi went into as well. You have these people who are like, who are graduating, but they never streamed. They never streamed. It's just like, you're dropping out, bro.
Yeah.
There's no content there. You don't have any signed paper that said, congratulations, you did something. You're literally backing out because you realized how much work goes into it, and you're not willing to sacrifice that work because you thought it could be done overnight. Or it's not worth it to you. Like,
or it's not worth it to you, because that's the other thing. Like,
like, it's not. People think it's easy. It's not. It's not. It's much like any other career path or even job. It takes a lot of building up if you're very interested into doing so. And you have these people who pop off and get partner their first time streaming, and what people don't understand is when you're streaming, active, constant, your numbers shouldn't matter if it's going to down your mental, right? If you constantly look at your viewer count or whatever else, don't do it. Make sure you are happy on screen and you can be the best you, because that's what the people are going to want to watch, and what's going to bring them back is you being the best you that you can. That is not to say never look at your numbers. Me and Miss Jackie had a conversation about this recently, where active numbers when streaming, bullshit, don't do it. One, the analytics are wrong. They don't update correctly. They don't update on time. There could be 7 people talking to you in chat, and Twitch will still tell you you have 1 viewer. Don't fucking listen to it when you're live. But when you are done and you get the email that gives you your statistics, look at your statistics, because that's what it's all going to boil down to. You're not going to see growth, and you're not going to progress if those statistics don't go up. And if you can figure out what makes those statistics go up, if it's a certain brand of stream, if it's a certain personality that you have, if it's putting on the act or just being you, like whatever brings people to you to have an audience, learn the statistics of what's going to flow the interest in for you so you can have that growth. But people who never look at this, who don't understand how to read it, they're only going to be running on RNG luck. And then they're going to be like, oh, it's only RNG luck, when it's not the case, because they're too ignorant or stubborn or just uneducated to learn what needs to be the difference.
Yeah.
So, like, and I've told a few people this already, but like where I'm at right now, the reason I'm able to dedicate so much time right now is because I have sat down with my husband and I've literally asked permission in this type of thing. Because I sit at home. That's what I do. I sit at home, I stream, I edit. I am my own editor. I am my own content creator. I do my commissions when I have them open. If at any point he turns around and tells me, hey, money is getting a little scrapped right now, I guess I'm going to go back into the fast food industry as a part-time. Like, there's no questions asked there. And you have all these young people who are still in school or just out of school, and they're spending all this money on equipment and then not getting a job to pad themselves. And then that's what you end up seeing, these people doing, who are relying their quote-unquote streaming career on this artificial audience. And then they get confused as to why they're not making money, why they can't survive off streaming. It's because nobody does.
Well, I think I literally was talking about, I don't even know if you might have been there for this, but I was literally talking about this the other day on stream, and that's, I sort of related being successful as a content creator today is like when you were in your grade school and this one dude was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna be the next big name football player," and it's like, listen, buddy, let me level with you. No, because there are what? How many teams of NFL are there?
I don't sports, but it's a lot.
Let's just say a few dozen, right? Maybe there's one for every state-ish. So let's just ballpark 50.
32.
How many? Okay, there's 32 teams. And how many people are on a team? Like how many star athletes are on a team? 52. So 32 times 52, it's like 1,500, right? So there are 1,500-ish people of the entirety of the United States, and some of them come from other parts of the world too. There are that many slots to be immediately successful, and amazingly so at football. Now, granted, there's a lot of sports, and there's a lot of sports that and each of their athletes make a lot of money. But the point that I'm trying to make here is that literally there are only so many slots to make a career as a footballer or etc.
Like one of the biggest things that Nanashi stresses, and I can't agree with him more, is you have the whole mentality of everyone can do it, but should everyone? Absolutely not. Everyone can try. Not everyone's gonna make it. Not everyone's even gonna get the shoe on the right foot. Like it's just it's not probable.
Yeah, and there's a very specific skill set to do this if you want to use the word job for it. And you might just not have that skill set, or you might not just be fit to have that skill set. Even if you don't have it, you might not be able to learn it very well. And a lot of it has to do with being able to interact with people that are not easy to work with. And constantly. And maintaining appearances and social etiquettes and fucking all this sort of like old Elizabethan fucking mannerism bullshit. Like I cannot tell you how many times I have like forced my hand or my voice to be more polite to someone than they deserve. Not maybe more than I wanted to be. I'm generally a pretty polite guy, but more than they deserve. And that's the meat and potatoes of this career, kid. You can't do that. You're in the wrong fucking line of work.
Yeah, like, I think it comes with all ranges of entertainment, or even all ranges of any job anyway. Like, even if you're, like, as big as, like, an actor or a streamer, very popular, or if you're working in fast food or working in retail, you have to know how to deal with people. And you have to know that certain reactions are going to cause certain consequences. If you're very, very thin-skinned and you want to try to get into streaming and you can't accept the idea that there will be people that do not like you and there will be people who do not like you and have it planned in their day to upset you because they don't like you. And if you're going to get upset because someone came in your stream and said, hey, your avatar is ugly, or go into a webcam and it's like, hey, you're ugly. If you're going to get upset about that, like, you can't. It's not worth the energy. You're not gonna please everyone. You shouldn't act like you can. Like, I've had a couple of instances where people come in the chat and they're just like, wow, fucking stupid. And I'm like, you have a bad batch of cereal this morning, man? Like, you good? Like, I just look at them as any other person because you can't waste the energy on those people.
Yeah.
And then I had someone in here the other day that was like spamming the very same sound effect over and over and over. And the best thing I do is I tone it out.
Yeah.
Like, I tone it out. Like, I'm not gonna ban them because it's not that they're like harassing me outside of like spamming the sound effect or whatnot. If it was like for an extended like 30 minutes straight, then yeah, I would probably ban them because, you know, it's just not worth my time. But it was probably for like a solid 10 minutes. They came in, said hi, was enjoying the stream, and then they just started spamming the fucking fart emote for literally 10 minutes straight.
Yeah.
And I made the small comment like 5 minutes afterwards of like, haha, fart, very funny. And they spammed it a couple more times and then they just disappeared. Like,
yep.
Ta-da! But people who are gonna get aggressive about it and be upset about it, it's a waste of energy, and then you're just going to... Doing that kind of attitude attracts more of that consequence, in my opinion.
But yeah, because the moment one person gets your heckles up, and you feed into that. I literally talked about this in my like how to talk to people online stream. The if you feed the troll, welcome. If you feed the troll, then at best, then they're gonna pull your hair until they get bored and walk away. At worst, they're gonna go and tell all their troll friends, "Hey, there's a person over here who likes to feed trolls." And then you got to deal with a bunch of them at your back door the next time you go to throw the trash out.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't like to affiliate with the kind of people who have that kind of tendency to either, I guess, bark back or get upset and polarize over it. Right? Like,
right.
Hate raids aside. The hate raid thing is a Twitch problem.
That's an organized specific thing.
It's a whole different thing. But if you're literally, every time someone comes in and you have that random person who's like, your avatar's stupid, and then you go post about it on Twitter and be like, yeah, I'm really demoralized because this person came in instead of a stupid. Like, you're just attracting it on your own, and it's just, you're never gonna probably see that person again. They're probably never gonna cross your stream again. Like, They found you by accident, had nothing better to do in their day than to shit on you, and then walk on to the next person and shit on them. Like, you're probably never gonna see that person again. And if you do, and they're still a cunt about it, block them. It's that easy. It's free. Just, I know it's in every community. But I feel like the VTuber community is just so much more potent in this self-dragging, dramatized concept that either everyone likes me or nobody likes me. Like,
yeah, I mean, well, so it's. I think what's important to understand with that part of it there is, like, okay. We need to look at where a bunch of the VTubing community comes from, right? It's really important to think about the demographics of this community. And because one of the most beautiful things about being a VTuber is that you get to project forward with just a couple of dollars most of the time, or a lot of, artistic talent and free time. You can put forward a model or a PNG or whatever that is what you wish people would perceive you as. And so, we have our, dysphoric people. We have, our a lot of people in like the trans community come here, and it's great for them. It's so great for them. But what I've noticed, and this is a little bit of my mental health professional hat on here, is if you think about the trends in terms of the traumas and some of the collective experiences that demographic tends to have, it's rejection. It's being told that they're not valid, or that being told that they don't matter, or that they aren't who they are portraying themselves to be. And so when I see these same trends coming up in the VTuber community, that's kind of where my brain goes. Because I think of who are the people that make up this community, and what sort of personal, I don't want to use the word baggage because it's got kind of a negative connotation to it, but what past experiences are those demographics bringing in to this community? And that, I think, is a really, really big one. So that's why I think that that's such a big thing for VTubing community overall. That, and you're going to get copycats and pretenders a lot, where like the moment where you see it's like wildfire, right? Like when you were talking earlier about people, you know, quitting or graduating or et cetera. Like the moment someone says, I'm gonna quit, a lot of people are gonna have that thought creep either back up into their minds for the first time or back from the back of their mind into the forefront of their mind and be like, well, fuck, if everyone else is quitting this shit, I should just fucking walk out of this too. It's infectious. It literally is an infectious, like that's how social norms propagate. It's fascinating and terrifying in equal measure.
Yeah, and I think it's not to be fucking boomer here, but I think it feels a lot easier to be sheepish in that kind of situation, especially with how far the internet has come. Like, there's not a lot of situations, especially with COVID. Like, I feel so bad for like the youth, like kids who haven't been able to go to school and like work on their social skills, period, because they've spent the first 2 years of their education in behind walls in a house not conforming with other people. And I think that's just a lot easier to do, to get these little niche groups on the internet where you don't have to interact with people face to face, and people get this false confidence almost. Like, I don't want to call it false confidence because it feels wrong in that way, but their communication and what they can get away with on the internet versus something that you wouldn't be able to realistically get away with in face to face.
Well, but that's just the modernization of society, right? Like, I mean, you know, shit, like you don't even have to go that far back because of how the information era has escalated to phone calls. You know, I mean, shit, dude. When the Civil War of the United States ended, there's that whole big thing of it was literally weeks, almost multiple months before some parts of the country knew that the fucking war was over.
Yeah.
But like, if there was a civil uprising in the States today, for example, just to stay with that, and the moment peaceful negotiations had concluded, that message, whether people would follow through or not, but that message would hit every coastline the drop of a hat. So because information disseminates so much faster and because people can communicate over such greater distances at such lower effort, we're getting this gigantic like mix. We're getting this internet like mixing pot of culture and people, and so many things enter the soup and stay in it and become like and like permeate whilst other things get washed out. And it's just really fascinating. I'm not sure I'm really like willing to make a big statement about that otherwise, but like it's very fascinating to see what character traits and what social norms rise up and become the new norms, and what
like
either sink away or burn out.
Like, you have how quickly things like trends, like not even just like Twitter trends, but just like trends in general, how quickly things just kind of grasp and latch on. They last for like anywhere between a day to a week, and then they're gone. But between that, you have the whole like mixing pot thing that you were talking about with how quickly information travels now, and then you have the internet has this whole classification with the anonymity factor with it, and I think that's one thing of why the VTubing community has so many issues, is you have an additional anonymity factor that you're not webcam streamers. It's not that people don't know your address. It's that people clearly, they don't know who the fuck you are. And they can get away with just being assholes and jerks about it. And because social norms of communication are just so skewed because of fucking texting and not having to be vocal or being on the internet and writing 17-page rants on someone you don't like, but you've never fucking met this person. Like, I am in a Discord. I have never met this person. I don't know who they are. They're just another person in the Discord, right?
Yeah, Horatius, I know the guy.
Like, I don't know them. They don't know me, but they don't like me. Like, they're always passive aggressive when I talk about something in the Discord, but I don't know them and they don't know me. And it's like, what did I do to make you not want to communicate with me like a regular human being on a one-on-one scale. Like, I don't
Mhm.
know you. You don't know me. I've never said a word to you, but for some reason you fucking hate my guts. Like,
Well,
come
so-
on.
But like a lot of that comes from, so there's okay, so let's sort of unravel that for a second.
Mhm.
So let's say you live in a township with about 80 people. Let's say it's a pretty respectably sized township, and this is some notable amount of time ago before the information era as we know it.
Okay.
Where so pretty much your entire world is like this town and maybe one town in any given direction. You know, so you're in a somewhat traveled part of the world.
Yeah.
And like one of your highlights of your existence is you and Pa and Ma went on carriage to the next town over and saw something that you don't have back home. Anyway, now that the setting is dressed. So you live in this town, 80 some people, your whole life. You know every single motherfucker there. At the very least by sight.
Mhm.
But, you know, obviously, even then, you're still going to know some people much more intimately than others. People that you work with daily, perhaps, your family. You know, that scale is pretty manageable for the human mind and for memory.
Mhm.
Where, you know, if you stopped, if someone stopped you who was traveling through town and you'd never met before, they were just passing through, they were a wanderer maybe, and they're like, "Hey there, Perry, I understand you, I assume you lived in this town your whole life. Can you tell me about that fellow over there?" And you're like, "Oh, Greg? Yeah, Greg's great. He's a solid mason, not a carpenter. Don't hire him for that. But, yeah, I've never worked with him, but, you know, that place right there, he built that. Great mason. You know, loves a little bit of a drink, likes to keep his hands to himself, though, which is great. You know, blah, 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 blah." You could throw out a bunch of specific things about this Greg guy because you've known him your whole life, even if only in passing. But when we take this scale to internet,
Mhm.
I believe that the human mind is just not capable of collecting that much complicated data about that many different things and categorizing them well. So you hear a bunch of times, "Oh, Usagi's this like super cool business tuber and they're super helpful and blah blah blah." I'm not trying to talk shit about Usagi, though far from it. I actually think Usagi's a fucking amazing person for this community.
Eyes up, Guardian.
But like you would never know that Usagi, I can't even think of some bullshit to say about them, but like has some sort of X thing that's like not cool.
Yeah.
You would never hear about it because everything that you hear about Usagi is this positive stuff, or at the very least neutral stuff.
Mhm.
And so any negative that does enter the zeitgeist gets washed out. And this is not a problem when it's a positive or a neutral situation like the example I gave. It's a problem when there's a negative premise set. You know, people will hear, "Oh, Perry's a toxic gamer. Did you hear Perry got kicked out of Final Fantasy 14? Did you hear about this? Did you hear about Perry? She's kind of a bitch." Like, like you hear this like negative concept about you, and then why would I ever invest my personal energy to know who the fuck this person is?
Yeah.
I heard that they're a bad person, so So that, I think, I wish there was like a simple phrase or concept for that, but that's the concept that I think that is a real problem, is association by rumor rather than actual invested social interactions.
That's fair. Yeah,
Sorry, that was a lot.
Like, it's a whole thing, because it's, like, obviously this isn't the first time that it's ever happened. It's certainly not going to be the last time that's ever happened.
Mhm.
That just someone that... Just the idea of, like, being in the same room as someone. You don't know who they are. You don't even have to know what they look like. You just feel the room and know that someone in that fucking room doesn't like you. And it's like, but I haven't even made a first impression yet. What did I do? Like, but that's just people. That's not even like streaming or VTube or whatever. That's just people. Like, it's crazy. It's weird. Welcome back, Savage.
Welcome back.
No, this is exactly why I absolutely adore Horatius, and I feel like why we get along so well. It's just,
Pat, going the other way.
I adore the...
Pat.
There's raiding going on behind me, don't mind that.
Kill it.
but just like the shared mindset. Like I personally feel like if you put me, Horatius, and Nanashi in the same room, right? We could have a fucking 8-hour podcast just talking shit. Easy. Like,
Yeah, we should do that sometime.
no, it's talking facts. It's not sugarcoating it or doing this whole facade shit that a lot of the VTuber community has problems with. Like, people are like, happy on screen, and then being either very morally depressed off screen. Not saying that I'm not, but then you have the people who are like morally like just toxic human beings, and then the word of mouth spreads, and then it's all downhill from there. It's just and that's like one of my, I don't even know how to say a goal, because I feel like it shouldn't be a goal. I feel realistically nothing like this should be a goal, but just like the human decency to be real with people and to like hold up that ownership of being real and being you, and not necessarily differentiating a lot from what you do for an audience in terms of personality to who you really are. Because the more you split that boundary, the more room you have for error to show up. And I feel like that's the past 2 years have been notorious for it. You have all these top tier names in the acting, streaming communities that have come out, and you realize they took their power too far, and they manipulated people, and they shitted on people, and they distrusted people. Like, the amount of people who have been exposed as, unfortunately, fucking predators that have been such huge names in this current generation of entertainment, which is the YouTube, the TikTok, the Vine, the stuff like that, is insane, because people get it to their head. It's like, ha ha ha, I have control over 1,000-something people on the internet. I can do what I want, and I can get away with what I want. And then 2-3 years down the line, you start mixing your boundaries and your personalities, and you slip up one day, and then suddenly the truth comes out, and it's just, don't do that to yourself. Like, I get the idea of having a character and then having you. It's no different from acting, and I understand that, and I respect people who can get away with it very easily. Right. One of the examples, 麗I think I'm pronouncing her name right, 麗, the dark sorceress of the dark maze. Lovely independent individual, and lovely personified person.
Yeah.
But there's been recently someone who's come out of the VTuber community. I'm not gonna point names, but there's been a really big name in the VTuber community who came out to be a piece of shit because he has very bad opinions on things, and he came out, and then suddenly people were coming out with stories of saying, oh, he did this to me, oh, he's very manipulative, blah, 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 blah. And that's not the first time. It's certainly not going to be the last. And then you have, one of the things that hit me personally, like, very strongly, was the whole thing that happened with Rooster Teeth. If anyone's familiar with the Rooster Teeth thing that happened, one of my quote-unquote favorite people that I stayed and watched the community with ended up being a predator. And I'm like, that is so heart-wrenching.
Yeah.
Because it was one of those individuals where it's like, man, if I ever go to a convention and they're there, I really want to meet them and talk to them. And now I am so fucking glad I didn't get that chance.
Yeah.
Like, people... The TLDR of this is people abuse the anonymity so desperately on the internet. And I think VTubing has just given people a secondary, like, backup mask for that anonymity. And just people have to be careful. Like, people have to be
super duper.
Did I join in at the wrong time? Absolutely not. You didn't join in at the correct time, because the original state of this stream was reading the B script, which we finished about an hour ago. We've just been
prattling on
about random shit and just hanging out and chilling and stuff like that. But thank you for the follow. Thank you for dropping in. I love the name because I'm a sore loser with very awkward humor.
Poop man.
And say his name 3 times. PP. Also, hello,
so this
Finn.
is Perry. I'm Horatius the Dwarf. It's nice to meet you.
Did I miss B script for Ret King Catalyst? Yeah, the B script is done. We had some speed bumps along the way at the middle of it, but we did it. We finished it. He is not currently streaming, but I highly recommend if you're enjoying our little TikTok. Chit chat. Chit chat is the word I was going for.
I mean, at this point, it is a fucking TED Talk.
Please, give the Dwarf a follow as well, and check in with him when he is live.
Poop Man says, drink the fucking water.
Oh, it's a TikTok now. I mean, fuck it, I guess. I can tell you what is going to be a TikTok.
Oh.
Nefsy did me the favor of clipping that moment, so hey.
Hell yeah. Enjoy stealing my clout.
I'm not stealing your clout, I'm just advertising.
There's a misinput.
Also, just don't even at my fucking TED Talk if that's a thing.
There's a misinput.
It's such a shithole.
There's a misinput.
I've TikToked like 4 things and most of them are trash. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say this for Poop Man one more time. Drink the fucking water.
It is about that time to close up, though.
Yeah,
I think
that totally makes sense.
The script and then an hour rambling. we'll have to have a just chatting stream one day, because that I feel like that would be very easy for us.
Yeah. Like the that thing that's happening in October.
You
know that thing that is happening in October. Mark your calendars.
Wait, which thing?
I'm starting the interview show in October.
Oh shit, are you?
Wait. Motherfucker, I told you.
No, I didn't know it had an actual set date. I'm sorry.
It doesn't. It's just vaguely October.
Oh, see, now I'm super excited. Wait, what show? Horatius is gonna be doing a talk show / podcast thing on his channel soon.
Yeah.
You guys look like you play D&D.
You are correct. I am a forever DM.
I'm baby DM. I start DMing on Friday. Excited. Now, when Horatius came to me with the idea of doing a talk show type deal, I told him immediately, I'm like, dude, I want to be there. I want to be on it. Please let me. I want to be one of the first people in there, please. But yeah. Before we get into another tangent, thank you so much for entertaining me your time and reading the B script movie with me.
Oh, I had such a fucking blast.
I have to get the clip that Nepsy clips, and I have to pair it up with Konga's MILF audio, and I'm gonna get people to vote on it. Hell yeah. Because I'm curious.
I do like Big Lady.
Big Lady!
I do love Big Lady! This is the best bit.
It's Horatius's Vanessa voice versus Konga's Natsumi voice.
Oh yeah.
But I am going to hop out. Ooh.
Yes. So everyone, please be well. Thanks for coming by.
Absolutely.
I've been Horatius the Dwarf. Thanks for having me on, Perry. It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Of course. I more chances, hopefully, in the future.
My voice matches my avatar? Hey, I'm a dwarf. What can I say? Alright. Bye!
Have a good night. Thanks for the amazing talk, you guys. Glad I got to catch the hour of the B movie. We were happy to have you here. I was happy that you were here during the Vanessa part. It's very important. But I am extremely sorry that you caught the tail end of the stream. I don't do a lot of just talking streams. We mainly did this for a redeem from a charity back in July that I had promised. I typically stream from 12 p.m. Eastern to roughly around 5 or 6 Eastern. So I am a afternoon streamer. I'm not typically here this late. This is rare occurrences for me. Kibo's MILF voice is far superior. Fucking Kibo's MILF voice is so good. Speaking of Kibo's MILF voice, tomorrow tomorrow we are going to be on Kagu's stream. Kanga, myself, and I'm not sure if Kibo is joining us tomorrow. I think he is. We'll be joining on Kagu's stream. It will not be here. It will be on Moonchild. I can actually, let's see here. Fuck, I think I'm spelling that wrong. I think I'm spelling her wrong. Give me a second. Da da da. Because she has it differently on here. I think it's the 2 and then channel, right? Absolutely. We are going to be catching up with NG. We're going to be doing another chapter over here on Kagu's channel. If you aren't following my wife, you should. Elsewise, I'll ban you. But we're going to be picking up NG, which is the successor to Death's Mark. We're going to be working on, I believe we're going into chapter 1, technically. Technically chapter 1, because what we did prior was just a long-ass prelude. But you get to hear Kibo's MILF voice, Kanga's child voice, and then me voicing a man, which is no different than a regular day. Well, I'll be working on that, and then as soon as Kagu concludes the NG for the evening, we will be going back to Lotus Record War in the Discord. We'll watch a couple of episodes of that after NG, which is why I had the timer set to TBA. Kagu is starting her streams earlier due to her curriculum schedule, so we will be going live on hers at 12 p.m. Eastern. No, the child's gone. We have to go rescue the child. We'll get her back. Hopefully she won't ask as many questions, or else she'll get kidnapped again, you know? I'm off tomorrow, so I'll be there. Absolutely. I'm excited for it. Ibo Ara Ara makes my knees weak. That's what they get for asking for a TV. Oh, man. But thank you guys so very much. Let's see here. I always get puzzled with how many people I follow that are nighttime streamers. Oh, and my thing just reset it. Why did it do that? Shark. Alright, so I'm gonna rack you guys over to Ninja Shark. He is also part of the Pause Your Game group. He's a lovely individual. I wish I could talk to him a little bit more frequently outside of the Discord, but it's something that I have to just kind of plan around. He's doing a community stream today. I don't know what he's up to, but hopefully you guys can enjoy whatever he's got going for you. I did the wrong thing. Shout out nonetheless. But I'm gonna send you guys his way. As far as on my channel, I will see you guys Friday when we go back into Final Fantasy XIV. And that's it. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed the the scuff that was the B movie. Back to Snowa's stream. I will probably pop in there in a few, so I will meet you there, Savage. But thank you guys so much, and you guys have a good night. Bye-bye!